Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
Welcome, everybody, to Tiger Stadium here on this Friday night. It is time for homecoming. Happy to have everybody tuned in as the Alamogordo Tigers and the Oregon Mountain Knights get ready to face off in a District 3 6A matchup. District begins today. It's a tough 6-game stretch for the Alamogordo Tigers. Every game as crucial as the next one is, if we're honest. We've been talking about the games that Alamogordo really could use to have if they want to make the playoffs this year. You circle this one, you circle the one at the end of the season against Clovis. The 4 in between, everything you get there I think is bonus. But I believe if Alamogordo wins those 2 games, they should be in a pretty good position to be a playoff team in 2025. But the whole goal is to go out there and win every time you step onto the field. So they're certainly hoping to do that tonight. I'm Charles Winicky. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Tiger Football here on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 1019. A reminder, you can always listen to us in many different ways, alamosportsandtalk.com, the Alamo Sports YouTube channel, your Alexa device, your Exciter Media app, which you hopefully have downloaded on your phone or tablet, and, of course, the good old-fashioned radio, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM. Tigers come into this one at 3-1. First defeat of the season last week against Piedra Vista, that brutally long road trip up to Farmington. And Oregon Mountain is 2-2. They're coming off a loss to St. Pius last week, that one in Albuquerque. 28-21 was the final score in that game. So both teams looking to get back on the winning side of things, and both teams, Oregon Mountain's in the exact same boat that Alamogordo is, just from they're going to look at their district schedule and say, well, if we beat Alamogordo, if we beat Clovis, if we beat Carlsbad, we can probably make the playoffs, you know? And obviously, you know, you'd love to be able to beat Hobbs and Centennial, Las Cruces. Those teams have been kind of the tops of the district and have been very difficult to beat in recent seasons. So, you know, obviously the question is, can one of these teams that we talk about, Alamo, Carlsbad, Oregon Mountain, and Clovis, take a step up and compete against those teams? We'll obviously find out over the next 7 weeks. Almost everybody in action tonight in districts, or I should say this weekend. Clovis, I believe, has a bye, but I think they're playing Cibola. I think that's right. So they are in action, but they are playing a non-district game this week. I think they might have had their bye last week. But this is an Oregon Mountain program that has really continued to improve over the last couple of seasons. Of course, they got a win over Alamogordo in Las Cruces last year, which was an ugly game for the Tigers. They really struggled turning the ball over in that game. So the Tigers would love to get that one back from last season. But Coach Sanchez is doing a really nice job with this Oregon Mountain team. And Coach Cisco will talk about that in his interview coming up here in just a little while. So you can stay tuned for that. And by the way, always a reminder, if you want to hear Coach Cisco's interview prior to our pregame broadcast, you can listen to it on our Alamo Sports YouTube channel. And we tend to have him in on Wednesdays on the roundup around 2:30, but sometimes the schedule gets shifted around. So like last few weeks, it's been Thursday. So that's why I say the YouTube channel is a good place to kind of inhabit, to know where you can find that interview for sure. But I think the game tonight should be a fun one. Continue to cross our fingers that our weather will hold out for us. There are thunderstorms in the vicinity, but we seem to be okay. You got a pretty good wind that's making its way into the stadium right now. But at this moment, everything on schedule, everything ready to go, and we are about 25 minutes away from tonight's kickoff. Homecoming night, which means extra festivities. It's been a busy week of things happening at all of Alamogordo Public Schools. And, of course, you want to finish it up with a homecoming football victory, and the Tigers are hoping to do that in just a few hours. All right, we will take a break and come back. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show, and when we return, we'll hear from Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Cisco. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Join us at the annual Otero County Fair and Rodeo. This is Deborah Romero from First National Bank. Our local 4-H and FFA kids have been working hard all summer. Let's go out and show our support. Enjoy all that the fair has to offer, including the exhibits, art, livestock, carnival rides, rodeo, and don't forget the food. First National Bank is a proud supporter of the Otero County Fair and the scholarships for our junior livestock program.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low interest rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company, 318 South White Sands Boulevard, or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. And here's our interview with Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J.
Well, I don't know if there's ever been a more apt statement after the trip you made last week, but it's nice to be home.
It is actually, it's dang sure nice to be home after that 7.5 hour bus ride one way.
Yes, absolutely. Certainly not the results you guys wanted. Obviously, you had a chance there at the end of the game, but probably for the first time this year, you can sit there and say you guys really didn't execute the way you wanted to offensively and defensively. I mean, I thought you guys played solid, but just they made some plays when they needed to.
They did, and this all goes on my shoulders. We didn't handle the trip very well, I don't think, and I don't know about our attitude or any of that. I thought we traveled really well in that regard. We had no energy. I mean, we were very lethargic is what we looked like, and especially running to the football, executing at a high level, which is something that we haven't had in the first 3 weeks. And that's all on me. Like, that goes on my shoulders. We got to get off the bus and be ready to play a lot better than regardless of how long the trip is or not. I thought our kids battled. I mean, you go to that game at 7-7 in the fourth quarter. We give up a huge trick play that they go down score. Then we give up the onside kick. But we continue to fight, go down score really fast, which we told them we had to do, and then have a shot at the end of the game, which shows you that we're resilient and we'll fight. But we can't put ourselves in that situation with just the lack of consistent play throughout. I mean, I thought we told you it was a short possession game. We only had 2 possessions in the first half, and then you get the second possession going and we get inside their 40 or 30, and then we make 2 really bad plays, and now we're having to punt at the end of the second quarter instead of scoring a touchdown, which was huge because we really could have put our throat on their neck and make them have to throw the ball a lot, and we didn't, and they let them line up in their stuff and run their offense, which they kind of got after us with. But Coach Haney and his staff did a good job of making adjustments throughout the game to slow them down and not let them just run over us and control the clock. And we didn't do a good job offensively sustaining drives. And when we got drives going, we found ways to screw it up. But credit to our kids, credit to PV, man. They played well. It's homecoming night for them. They're a good football team. They're going to be in the playoffs probably. So hopefully our kids are hoping they get a chance to see them again.
You guys get Oregon Mountain this week, and obviously the start of district, and we talk about this every year. It's 0-0 now, and you all recognize that if you don't perform well in district, playoffs won't happen. And it starts right here with this game, especially that you've you feel like you got to have every game, but this is one that may be right at the top of the list. And you talked about last year. That was an extremely tough game for you guys. It was you still talk about it, how frustrating that game was
a frustrating
for everybody. And a lot of these guys were part of that team last year, so I'm sure in their head they remember it and want to have that chance to.
Well, they don't get a chance to forget it because it gets brought up.
Yeah.
You go to last year and Oregon Mountain made plays when they needed to and beat us. I thought we played really well offensively from the 20 to the 20 and moved the ball up and down the field. We just turned it over a lot. I think we ended up with 7 turnovers and a turnover on downs in that game, and that's something that we've really focused this offseason about. But I mean, every week's a new week, and this year's a new year, and we got to play well on Friday night. And Oregon Mountain's going to come in. It's a really good football team. They're well coached. They're well disciplined. They've got a ton of playmakers. It's a lot different than the team they had last year when they were just big and tried to line up and bully you around. They've got a bunch of athletes now and spread it out, and they live in 10 personnel and gun. I mean, they love it, and they'll get into their heavy sets, but they love 10 personnel. They got 2 really good receivers that were probably the best ones we've seen all year.
And yeah, I mean, I think that's the other part of it as well. Is I think the last couple of years they've gone into district. They'd been struggling in non-district up to that point, and so now they've gotten a couple wins under their belt. They had a crazy win against Deming earlier this season. So I mean, their confidence is probably a little bit higher than it's been coming into this game with you guys say than it was last year. So you're seeing just a different program, a different experience altogether.
Yeah, and they're coming in this year at 2-2, and you talked about that Deming game. They won. It's one of the weirdest innings I've ever seen in my life. They had the time's expired. There's the last play of the game. They throw a Hail Mary. They catch it, get called for offensive pass interference. So they replay the down, move it back, throw another Hail Mary, don't catch it, but get called. Deming gets called for defensive pass interference.
Oh, okay.
So now they got to redo it again for the 3rd time, throw it another Hail Mary, catch it, no time on the clock. They win the game on that. I mean, it's one of the crazy innings I've seen. But that kid's a good playmaker. They've thrown another Hail Mary against El Dorado or Pius at halftime and caught it for a touchdown. He's good. He's a heck of a playmaker, number 14. But like this group's got confidence for Oregon Mountain, and this is something they've circled this game to beat us. I mean, very much like we do the same for them. That's a big game for us in district to get in the playoffs, and so they've done the same thing. I know they're sitting there telling their kids exactly what we're saying. You got to beat Alamogordo if you want to have a shot at the playoffs.
Yeah. So I mean, this will be a little bit different for you guys, with the exception of Deming. You haven't necessarily seen teams that go predominantly spread and are trying to throw it the entire game. So this will be kind of an adjustment in what you all have seen the last couple of weeks now.
It is a little bit. They still run a lot of option principles. Their quarterback, Jalen Gonzalez, is very athletic and throws it pretty well. They got the running back. He's a sophomore now named Romeo Jordan, who's electric. But they're just not hey, we're going to line up with 7 linemen and pound on you. Now, they will get into that. But they love being in 10 personnel and trying to force you and RPOing you and doing those things and force you to be disciplined defensively, which we've got to be really good at this week. And that's something that we've been pretty good about all year is being disciplined. But offensively, we got to line up. They're going to load the box. They're going to play straight man across the board. We got to take our shots vertically down the field with our speed and skill guys and complete those passes and not just call pass plays and then don't throw and make run plays out of them. We've got to stretch them vertically and open up the run game. And I think we have a good scheme this week offensively to get after them and try to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and last week offensively, it seemed like Pieters did a good job of kind of shutting down your option with Best and Bloom. And I mean, you guys obviously got some yards going in a few series there, but obviously trying to get back to the success that you had running the football that you had over the first 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, and that goes to us up front. That was one of the worst games we played up front, offensive line wise, in a long time. And just the execution. If it was always just 1 or 2 guys every play that was screwing it up, and it's not the same guy each play. And that's something that we haven't done. We've been pretty sound up front. They did a good job with their option game and not and everybody's will not let Best get on the edge and make plays and because everybody's seen it in 3 weeks before that what he can do when he has the ball in his hands, so they're not going to let that. And Bryson never really got loose. PV did a great job of running the football, which is what Oregon Mountain's going to do. They're going to run to the football. They're going to play man. They're going to make us have to beat them throwing the football.
Well, you always talk about it. We wouldn't have homecoming if we didn't have a football game on Friday night. So it's obviously encouraged the community to get out there and support it all.
Yeah, no, get out here and bring a poncho or an umbrella.
Well, hopefully, hey, you guys. I mean, it was like 80% rain up in Farmington, and you guys got through that whole game last week. So maybe
it was a heck of a light show when you're playing.
Yeah.
That lightning all around us was impressive. But that storm missed us. Whatever. That cell was still around.
Yeah,
was about 20 miles away, and it just lit up the sky the entire night. So I mean, it was pretty. But it's homecoming. This is special for all the alumni of Alamogordo High School. I believe we had the class of 20 2005 in the parade yesterday. I'm sure they'll be around tomorrow night with their 20-year reunion. This is special, but like I always say, homecoming doesn't happen if there's not a football game, and nothing matters until 9:30 at night when the football game's over, and it's a lot better to go to that dance on Saturday night with a win.
Very good. Coach, good luck, and we'll see how it goes on Friday.
Appreciate it, man. Go Tigers.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We are bankers that believe in you. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all on subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low interest rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all on subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers and the Oregon Mountain Knights kicking off here in about 12 minutes. The Alamogordo High School marching band performing pregame tonight. Usually that's how it is on homecoming night, but I think also with the possibility of inclement weather, they wanted to make sure they got in their performance. That was one thing with the Roswell craziness from a few weeks ago was the band didn't get to perform because we had weather constantly causing problems. So great to see that the Alamogordo High School marching band gets a chance to perform tonight in front of their parents and friends and family. And it is so far a nice night here for those of you that may not be here in the area. Certainly some storms that are, they're staying far enough away, I think, we're so far. I feel like if I keep talking about it, maybe I can jinx them away. I feel like last week I talked about the possibility of storms a lot with the Piedra Vista game, and nothing ever happened. So, sure. I'm very much not a superstitious person, so it's really difficult for me to sit here and be like, oh yeah, I've got some kind of control over any of these things. So, if I did, that would be a fun thing to have that kind of power. Oh well. Let's talk about Oregon Mountain. Their schedule up to this point in the season. They opened up with a loss to El Dorado out of Albuquerque. 56-28 was the final score. They would then the next week win a wild one against Deming. I don't remember if I left that part in the interview with Coach Cisco. I think I did. But I didn't realize that they had 3 chances at the touchdown because there was offensive pass interference, then defensive pass interference, and then it was the touchdown. I didn't realize the sequence of that. So they beat Deming 35-28, and then last week lost to St. Pius 28-21. That was actually a Thursday game, that looks like, 9/11. Yeah, that was on Thursday. So they've actually had a day off, an extra day off. Alamogordo, I would imagine it was kind of a tough week. Hopefully the guys have managed to, get resettled and ready to go. I know certainly they got back very early on Saturday morning. So hopefully a good Sunday, and Coach said they had a good week of practice, so should feel pretty good about the going into the game this week. Again, shout out to Coach Sanchez for putting statistics up on Max Preps. I give shout out to every coach that does that because it's very much hit or miss. Their quarterback is number 13, Jaden Gonzalez, and he's thrown for 557 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Coach talked about this team wants to throw the ball around the field. They run the ball pretty darn well, though. They've thrown for 557. They've ran for 800. Gonzalez is 284. He leads the team, has 5 touchdowns rushing this season. Number 23, Romeo Jones is their other leading rusher at 246 yards and 1 touchdown. And you can also throw in number 10, Osvaldo Adas, the senior, who has rushed for 190 yards on the season. Got some talented wide receivers. Number 14, Zeke Weir is a junior wide receiver. He's caught 15 passes for 297 yards and 7 touchdowns. And then on the other side of it is number 11, Jashawn Caldwell, who's got 11 catches for 180 yards and doesn't have a score yet this year. And then on the defensive side, it's number 5, Diego Acosta, the junior linebacker leading the team in tackles. Pretty big gap after that. Number 15, Joshua Belmontes, the inside linebacker, the junior, 23 tackles. And number 7, Daniel Escudero is a senior safety, and he's got 22 tackles on the season. Interceptions this year, it's number 11, Jashawn Caldwell. He's got 2 picks. And then number 2, Alex Venegas. He's got an interception, and a couple other guys with some picks this year as well. So pretty solid defense overall. I think for the Oregon Mountain Knights, they've given up some points for sure, but they've definitely got some talented kids without a doubt. So let's see here. Now we'll talk about Alamogordo coming up here in just a little bit. And, we'll move over to Alamogordo now. We've got some time, probably the anthem coming up here in just a little while. Let's see here. Trying to get to Alamogordo stats. Let's see if they've updated them from last week. Indeed, they have. 531 yards passing for Nate Best this year. 3 touchdowns, no picks. Still a pretty good clip. Over 55% passing. Haven't been quite as accurate. Had to throw the ball a little bit more last week. But he leads the team in rushing, 379 yards, 5 touchdowns. Bryson Bloom, 345 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Jaden Valdez has got the other Tiger score on the ground. Receiving touchdowns this season, Tristan Bowman's got a couple, 5 catches for 84 yards. Ethan Putfong also with a touchdown as well. And that's about it on the offensive side. Defensively, Bloom leads the Tigers in tackles. Nathaniel Saraceris is having a great season, as he's got 31 total tackles on the year. And you also throw in Damian Moreno, who's had a great season with 25 tackles. Jesse Giez, Samuel Strong, those are the players we've been mentioning a lot throughout the year. Strong's got a couple of picks on the season. Giez has got 1. Tigers have not been quite as much of a ball-hawking defense. The marching band has finished up their performance, so we should be getting ready for some of the other fun things going on here tonight pregame. And, of course, you'll have your usual halftime stuff for homecoming. But, yeah, the Tiger defense hasn't been able to force as many turnovers maybe as we've seen in some previous seasons, but they've also done a better job of taking care of the football, so that definitely makes a big difference for sure. Neither team has come back out from the locker room as the band clears the field And getting ready to see the cheerleaders lead the team out onto the field. You've got all the middle school cheerleaders here along with the varsity and the JV cheerleaders here in the house. So nice to see all of that. And a shout out to the Oregon Mountain fans that have made the trip. And I can see a decent amount of teal sitting on the far side of the stadium. It looks like we're about ready for the national anthem, so we'll fit in another break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show, Tiger football kickoff, Oregon Mountain and the Tigers coming up for you next here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options, including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA. Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We are bankers that believe in you. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
As part of the ongoing effort to keep the roads of New Mexico safe, we would like to share a list of things you should never attempt behind the wheel of your automobile.
Texting your friends, wrestling your friends, eating a sandwich, making a sandwich, hugging your kids, buckling your kids, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth, adjusting your seat, rubbing your feet, reading the paper, using a shaver, applying makeup, applying to college.
A large number of car crashes occur when the driver is doing something other than driving. Drive safe, New Mexico.
Paid for by the New Mexico Department of Transportation and aired in cooperation with the NMBA and the station.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in New Mexico at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As the Alamogordo Tigers get ready to take a field, a little bit of a surprise. Tigers were dressed in their black tops, and as they come out, they've got gold-topped uniforms, which I feel like those are new. I don't know if I've seen these before. So, gold tops, black numerals. As they got black pants, black helmets. Oregon Mountain in all white tonight with, looks like black numerals and white helmets as well. So I'm trying to remember if Coach Cisco had mentioned something about those uniforms, or if I'd seen them last year. I don't remember. It takes such a it feels like such a long time between seasons sometimes, but so far weather looking great. We're looking, of course, east towards the Sacramento Mountains. It looks great there. If there's anything, it's going to be coming from behind us from the west, but as of the moment, we're looking pretty good. Looking forward to what I think will be a very fun game between these two sides. The officials, by the way, tonight, Tony Armijo's the referee, Charles Devine is the umpire, head linesman is Luis Sauceda, line judge Randy Coriel, and David Cotto is the back judge, a crew that pretty regularly does Alamogordo games. So the cheerleaders and they've got some little cheerleaders as well with them today, are making their way off of the field. And I'll tell you who's receiving, who's kicking here in just a second. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see the coin toss a little bit earlier on. Looks like Oregon Mountain is kicking off, and in fact they are. So they'll be kicking off left to right. That'll be towards the south end zone. That means the Tigers will be going right to left to begin the game and going towards the north end zone. Yeah, those gold uniforms look great. That's a nice look, and of course it's the definition of what gold is. It's the more yellow gold, but it looks really nice on the field. Stands out. Kudos to the uniform selector for tonight's game. Tigers returners are back at the 5-yard line. And the Oregon Mountain kick team is standing at their own 35. Ball is on the tee, on the X at the 40, between the hashes. As we wait the officials to whistle ready. And so it happens. And here's the kick. It's a line drive kick right down the middle, and Sarasaris had it go off his chest. He gets it up, though. He's at the 10. He's at the 15. Tries to pick his way through, and he does actually sneak through. He gets to the 20 and is spun down. Actually made a little more out of that than I thought he would with the trouble on the return. And so he will take it to the 23-yard line, and that's where the Alamogordo offense will begin tonight's game. Ball will start on the far hash at the 23. An offense that kind of struggled to get in gear last week. And so hoping to get that alleviated this week, as they'll come out with 3 wide receivers. Best is the quarterback, of course. 1 wide receiver at the top, 2 to the bottom. Lead back is to the left. And Best will see the snap go way over his head. He is able to fall on it, but it's back inside the 10-yard line. And auspicious beginning for the Tigers, as it was a bad snap, and it'll end up being a loss of a lot. Let's see where they mark it at. It looks like the 9. So it is a loss of 14. Two wide receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. And running back to the left. Tigers will run the speed option to the left. Best will turn it upfield and get to the 15-yard line, or just about, and pick up some positive yardage. I guess we have to attribute that first play to him, but it really wasn't him. Six yards on the carry. Two receivers at the top, 2 to the bottom. And the snap. Best throwing towards the far side and threw it between the receivers. One of them was stopping in a curl route. The one was trying to go out towards the sideline. And unfortunately, that bad snap to start the drive pretty much killed that one for the Tigers. So Alamogordo will be forced to punt, and we'll see if the defense can step up and make a stop. Not what they wanted to get things going. And so the Tigers punt unit will make their way out. They need to get it going here a little bit. 2 returners back deep at about the 45 for Oregon Mountain, 4 on the play clock. And it'll be a kick in the air, a little bit of a line drive. It'll take a bounce, and Oregon Mountain will let it go. And all things considered, Oregon Mountain will start inside their own 40. Been a bad start to the game for the Tigers. They'll try to recover. And we'll see the Oregon Mountain offense. They want to take advantage right away. So it'll be at the far hash mark at the 37 to begin the drive. And by the way, give Nathaniel Saraceris another really nice punt. That goes for 47. He's been averaging about 40 yards per punt this year. So Oregon Mountain lines up with 2 receivers to the bottom. And it looks like just one to the top. I think they're running a tight end in the formation. Indeed. And the running back to the right of the quarterback. Tigers come across. And making sure that it is. And it is encroachment on the Tigers, so it's a 5-yard penalty. Well, last year's game for the Tigers was a issue of mistakes, and early in this game it has unfortunately reared its head as here's the snap, and here's the throw to the near side, and almost intercepted. Good defense there by number 18, Aiden Rowe. Caldwell was the intended wide receiver. As Jaden Gonzalez threw it to the near side, but incomplete, and it's 2nd and 5. Two receivers to the top, one to the bottom. Tight end is on the near side of the line. Again, the Tigers. Boy, it certainly looked like somebody from Oregon Mountain flinched. I personally thought that somebody on the offensive line moved at that time. The referee is talking to the far line judge now. Now they're going to call it a 5-yard penalty on Alamogordo. So that hard count is going to be another 5-yard penalty, and that's going to be a free first down. Well, they got to move the chains. It was 5 yards from the last. How can it be 2nd and inches? Wait a minute. It's got to be first down. There's been 2 5-yard penalties. It has to be a first down. What are we doing here, fellas? There's only been one play. It was an incomplete pass. And we've had 2 5-yard penalties. It's 10 yards. Are they really not moving the chains here? I don't understand that. Okay, there we go. So 1st and 10 from the 47. And 2 offside penalties for Alamogordo. And here's a run up the middle, and that's going to be a good chunk across the 50. And brought down shy of the 45. Will be number 23, Romeo Jones, getting his first carry of the night. As he picks up 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 3. Oregon Mountain going left to right. Richardson Motor scoreboard is 9:53 to go in the first quarter. Tigers went 3 and out on their opening drive. And Oregon Mountain has picked up a first down through penalty yardage. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Lead back in the formation, out of the pistol now, so the running back is behind the Oregon Mountain quarterback. And again, the Tigers jump off sides. I don't know what is going on there on the Tigers' defensive line, but that's the 3rd time that Alamogordo has jumped. The Tigers with 3 offsides penalties. Only play of note for offensively, they had an incomplete pass and a gain of 7. Everything else has been penalty yardage. Here's the snap and the handoff, and again up the middle, and it's breaking one tackle but not breaking the second. Is number 23 again, Romeo Jones. He gets to the 36-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 5. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 5. I don't know if this is a normal part of Oregon Mountain, a lot of hard count, or they knew maybe that Alamogordo had been a little bit overly aggressive and felt like they could take advantage of that this week. Who knows? Pistol formation again. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. And look over to the far sideline. Here's the snap and the handoff. Jones will get it, and Jones will be met by a couple of Tigers and not going to get enough for the first down. In fact, he'll be about 2 yards short as he gets to the 20, or I should say the 34-yard line, so it's a gain of 2. 3rd down and about 3. The stick is between the 31 and the 32, so I'd call it a long 2. Ball between the hashes. 2 receivers out to the far side, 1 to the bottom. Tight end off the end of the line on the far side. And again out of the pistol. And Tigers were up at the line. And I think maybe they're going to get a false start this time. Tigers were clapping, and it is a false start. So there was something that I think maybe it was the motion of the quarterback, the way that the referee was motioning it, maybe the way he was lurching forward for the snap. Tigers were showing blitz. And so now it's 3rd and more like medium, 3rd and 8. 1 receiver to the top, 1 to the bottom. And here's the snap, and they will hand it off again. Jones, though, is going to be brought down at the 40. Interesting play call there with 3rd and long. Michael Scott gets back there for the Tigers, and it ends up being a loss of 1. Surprised that Oregon Mountain hasn't gone to the air as much for a team that seems to throw the ball as much as they do. They've been staying on the ground. And it looks like they will go to the air here, so it's 4th and 9. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 to the top. And maybe going to punt here. Quarterback took a few steps back, and he will punt it. And try to pin the Tigers back deep, but the punt will go too far into the end zone, and the Alamogordo defense comes up with a big stop after a rough all around in both series for the Tigers, offensively and defensively. They were when you get 5 pre-snap penalties, that's going to drive coaches crazy. And hopefully they've picked up on what Oregon Mountain is doing with their hard count, and that won't be as much of an issue going forward. And now obviously wanting to get off to a better start of the drive instead of a bad snap like we saw to begin the previous drive. 2 receivers at the top and 1 to the bottom. Bloom is the running back to the left. Tigers going right to left. And it'll be Best just using Bloom as a lead back. And he'll go straight ahead and pick up positive yardage for the Tigers. He goes to the 24. Gain of about 4 for Alamogordo. Only man who's run the ball or really done anything tonight is Best. He had to go recover that fumble. He's rushed it twice, and he had the incomplete pass. Faces 2nd down and 6 here with 2 receivers at the top and 1 at the bottom. And it'll be a throw to the outside of the receiver. Arona's got it. Straight ahead he goes across the 30, and he'll pick up positive yardage. Good blocking ahead by Tristan Bowman. And the Tigers will get their first down of the evening as he takes it to the 32. That's a gain of 8 for Arona. 1st and 10 on the far hash at the 32 for Alamogordo. Running back to the left of Best. Here is the handoff. Bloom gets it for the first time up the right side. Bloom looking to get behind his blockers. He'll work his way to the sideline. He's close to the first down marker. We'll see where the official has him at. Looks like a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 9 as he picked his way through the traffic, and it'll be a 2nd and 1 for Alamogordo. No score, 5:27 to go in the first quarter. Each team with a drive, each team with a punt. Organ Mountain had a little bit better of the field position. As the Tigers go 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 at the top, lead back to the left. And here's the snap and the handoff. And straight up the middle. Can't tell if that's Bryson again. Not for a second, that was Valdez, but when you wait until they pick everybody off the pile. It is Bloom again. Bloom's got the first down as he goes straight ahead across the 43-yard line to the 44. And Bloom heads to the sideline. So Bloom checks out. First down for Alamogordo. And it'll be 1st and 10 on the far hash from the 44. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. And the lead back off to the right side of the line behind the Tiger offensive line. And here's a quick throw to Bowman to the near side. Bowman trying to get around the corner, but he is going to be latched onto by number 2, Alex Venegas for Organ Mountain. And it'll be a minimal gain, just a gain of 2. 2 of 3 passing for Best as he threw the first down completion to Arona, and just a minimal gain there on first down to Bowman. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Lead back to the left. Ball in the near hash now. And Best will hand it off, and it's Sarah straight at the middle. He's got a hole. He's to the 40. He's to the 35, where he'll be brought down from behind. Nathaniel Sarasaris with the biggest play of the game for either team, as he takes it from the Alamogordo 46 to the Organ Mountain 34-yard line. That's a gain of 20, and the Tigers move the chains again. And looked like they were going to jump up to the line quick, but they're not in quite a hurry as I thought they were going to be. Ball in the near hash at the Organ Mountain, let's call it the 33 actually, so gain of 21. Here's the snap and a pump fake on the quick throw, and then going to go deep, and that's going to be intercepted. Best tried to throw it to the near sideline, or fake the throw to the near sideline, then was going to go on the go route up the near sideline to Bowman, but they had the safety over the top, and that was easy pickings for Organ Mountain. And the Knights will stop the momentum of that Tiger drive, and we'll get the ball back at their 10-yard line. That was a nice interception, able to keep 1 foot in bounds, but that was one of those that you have to see the safety there in that position. I think that was one that, at least from up here, obviously, we can see it pretty clearly. On the field, it's a much different story. That's no doubt. But in that Tiger drive, Organ Mountain starts at their own 10. 2 receivers at the top and 1 at the bottom. Here's the snap, and Jones will get the handoff straight up the middle, and he's got a big hole. He'll get a first down across the 20. And unfortunately, Jones looked like he's in a lot of pain after that play, as he is trying to get up. Maybe just took a helmet or something to the knee. And he's just running it off now. Man, he looked like he was hurting after that. That's a tough young man for sure. 11 yards in the gain for Jones. He's been the only guy that's really saw the football tonight for Organ Mountain. He'll have to come out of the game after the injury. But 1st and 10 for Organ Mountain at their own 21-yard line. 3:07 to go here in the first quarter. 2 receivers at the top and 2 to the bottom. As Gonzalez out of the pistol. He'll take the snap, and he'll stand in the pocket. The lefty looking to throw, still looking. Now he's going to scramble, and he's going to try to get away from Sarasaris, and he did. He was spying on him, but Gonzalez still able to get away and get out of bounds as he crosses the 35-yard line. Tigers weren't able to get any pressure. And then when Gonzalez got into the open field, it was one-on-one with him and Nathaniel Sarasaris, and just wasn't able to get to him. That is a gain of 15 on the scramble by the quarterback. And it'll be another first down for Oregon Mountain as they move the ball up to their own 36-yard line. Two receivers at the bottom, one at the top. And awaiting the snap out of the pistol, Gonzalez looking to throw down the middle of the field. He completes it at the 50, making a man miss and fighting forward to about the 47-yard line of the Tigers. Will be number 14 for Oregon Mountain. Zeke Weir grabs his first catch. And he'll take it to the Alamogordo 47. That'll be a gain of 17. And another first down as Oregon Mountain's offense really starting to heat up here. Two receivers at the bottom and one to the top. Lead back off to the left. And awaiting the snap out of the pistol. There's the handoff and straight up the middle and right into the hole. Not a lot there as Jones getting the carry again there. I guess he's back out there. No, that was not Romeo Jones that time. That was Damian Avila, I believe, number 3. And it goes to the 43-yard line. Gain of 5. 4. All right, on the far hash at the 43 of Alamogordo. Two receivers at the bottom, one at the top. And the Tigers, again, are going to come across the line. And it'll be offsides for the 4th time in this game on Alamogordo. Now, I don't know if they were looking for some cues from the quarterback and expected to see something in this game, and it's been throwing them off. But, man, the heart's just been killing the Tigers. Two receivers at the bottom, one at the top. Running back in the pistol behind the quarterback, Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes the snap and the handoff and running to the left side of the 30 and breaking through the Tigers line to the 26-yard line. Number 3, Damian Avila. And so he takes it to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 10. First and 10 from the Alamogordo 26-yard line now. Knights going left to right. This drive started at their own 10, and they've been moving it at will. I don't think they've faced a third down. 4 wide receivers and a pistol look for the Knights. Here's the snap and the handoff, and Gonzalez keeps it on the read option. That was not the correct read, as he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield by a number of Tigers. It looks like they did give him a yard to the 25. And that'll make it 2nd down and 9. Ball's going to be now between the hashes. Tigers read that well. 4 wide receivers. Again, pistol formation. Jones looks like he's back in there, running back. And a little bit of the hard count again. Looks to the sideline. Here's the snap. And looking to throw over towards the far sideline. It is caught and brought down right where he caught the ball. As Zeke Weir makes his second catch of the evening. He takes it to the 22-yard line. Gain of 3. And that's already the end of the first quarter. Feels like a pretty quick first quarter there. No score here between Alamogordo and Oregon Mountain. The Knights are threatening, though. We'll take a break and return. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Organ Mountain's offense on the field for a third down. They need the a little bit past the 17-yard line for a first down. Welcome back. You're listening to Tiger Football. No score as we begin the second quarter. Gonzalez, of course, going with the hard count there. Why not? It's worked really well tonight. Takes the snap, and he's going to throw down the middle of the field. Ball is going to be a bit behind his receiver, incomplete, as he tried to go on the slant. And so it'll be a fourth down on the incompletion. And seem to be some changes in personnel here, so I don't know if this is field goal for Organ Mountain. Looks like that'll be the case. This will be not a short field goal. They'll spot at the 29, so this will be a 39-yard try. Esteban Belamontes is going to try this one, the sophomore, from the near hash. Kick is up. It's blocked, and it's going to be grabbed by Bowman in the air. Bowman up the far sideline, 30. Bowman on his feet to the 40, and the Tigers will get the ball near the 45-yard line. That was good thinking by Tristan Bowman as it was deflected, and it basically came right to him about 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, and so he started running up the far sideline. That was very quick adjustment by Oregon Mountain's offensive line to be able to get over there and get him, because if they're not paying attention there, he could be running up the far sideline for a touchdown. So a blocked field goal for the Tigers. Not sure who was the man that got in there and got the block for Alamogordo. Might have been Michael Scott. But I want to make sure we attribute that correctly. There were 3 or 4 guys that got in there pretty well for the Tigers. So the Alamogordo offense takes the field with good field position, 6 yards shy of midfield, as Best will run off the right side, and he'll be brought down as he crosses the 45 to the 46. It'll be a gain of 2. So we've had 2 punts. We've had an interception and a blocked field goal that has left us scoreless here with 11:38 to go in the second quarter. So it'll be second down and 8 for Alamogordo. 2 receivers at the bottom, two receivers at the top, one at the bottom. Tigers, by the way, now going left to right as we hit the second quarter, headed towards the south end zone. And quick throw to the outside is complete, and Arona's got it, but he doesn't have a whole lot more as the Oregon Mountain defense was right on him. Oh, I'm sorry. Drake DeRezzo's got it. Gain of 1. So third down and 7 for Alamogordo. Not wanting to go 3 and out here after getting the block field goal, but see the Tiger offense can come up with. On the far hash, on their own 47. Tigers offensive line sets up 2 receivers to the bottom. There's nobody on the top side. And here's the snap and the handoff, and going to the right side, and Bloom gets it across the 50-yard line. And they will mark him all the way to the 48, so it'll be 2 yards to go on plus side territory. Certainly would seem like Alamogordo is going to go for it here on 4th and 2. Could be a pretty big turning point if Tigers getting lined up here, and they keep the offense on the field. Now, hard count to begin. And Coach Cisco will call a timeout, which over the years has kind of been Coach Cisco's in that spot will see if they can get the hard count. If they can't, then call timeout and talk it over. And it's sort of a mixed bag on whether they'll punt or go for it here in this spot. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back. Scoreless here in the second quarter. Tigers have the ball. They have a 4th and 2 when we return. You're listening to Tiger Football.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low interest rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
4th and 2 for the Tigers. Offense stays on the field. 2 receivers to the top. Here's the snap. And the Tigers with some trickeration inside. Late option toss. That's going to be to Best. That was an interesting one. I think we were still behind the line of scrimmage, so he could throw that forward. I don't think that that's illegal there. Best was, I mean, even if he's behind or in front of the line of scrimmage, he can throw that forward. It is a first down. That was wild. So they gave it to Bloom, and then I think Saraceris was the lead back. He was coming, against the grain. He gets it. And so it's him and Best here on the near side going out. And, Saraceris has got a choice at an option to his right. But he ends up late kind of throwing it forward. And there was not a forward pass to begin because when Bloom handed off, he gave it to Saraceris behind him. Officials are still talking about this. So we'll see if anybody ends up changing things. I think the far line judge is coming over and talking to the official. The play ended up at the 25-yard line, by the way, as I was still trying to figure things out here. And maybe more than anything, they're just getting an explanation from the lead official there. So it'll be a 22-yard completion to Best. I say he should, as far as I know, Saraceris should be able to throw the football forward if he wants to. Unless there was a feeling like they had Saraceris down. He was being contacted, but I don't believe that had to be a reverse there. There's still a lot of gesturing going on with the Oregon Mountain sideline on that. So they obviously were not happy with the call. And there may be something there that, from a rule standpoint that I'm not aware of, but we're ready to go now. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Big 4th down conversion. And Best will run to the right. Best got lots of running room, shakes off a tackle at the 15. Another one as he fights forward to the 10-yard line. I thought for a second I saw a penalty flag come in, but I did not. And that's a gain of 15, and the Tigers will move the chains. So it was definitely disjointed, the play, but it worked out all right. 2 receivers at the top and 1 at the bottom. Lead back to the left, and looks like Saraceris is the running back to the left. And it is, and Saraceris will get to about the 10, no gain. And we'll give him 1, actually. Tigers will face a 2nd down and goal, now from the 9. 8:35 to go in the second quarter. As we try to break this scoreless tie, it looks like it's at the 10, so there is no gain on that play. Second down and goal for the Tigers. 2 receivers to the top and 1 to the bottom. Oregon Mountain, 4 down linemen. Another man standing right off the end, and Best going to run it to the left side. Best is going to fight to about the 5-yard line. And it'll be a gain of 5. As as they put the Tigers at the 5-yard line. Third down now. I'm a little surprised it's not, we don't see Bryson Bloom in there. He is standing on the sideline, so. 2 receivers out to the top, 1 at the bottom. They've only got 1 defender out there for 2 receivers. And there is a quick throw, and it is going to be complete and fighting for the end zone. Did he get there? He did. Touchdown, Alamogordo Tigers. It is Keaton Arota who gets the completion. That's what I was a little surprised with. They had 1 guy out there, and so you throw the quick screen out to the far side. That's a pretty, as long as Bowman can make a good block, which he did. So the Tigers will try the extra point and look to make it 7-0. Moreno, Bowman the holder. Good snap, kick is up. Looks to be good, and it is. 7-0 Alamogordo on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 7:28 to go here in quarter number 2. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Join us at the annual Otero County Fair and Rodeo. This is Deborah Romero from First National Bank. Our local 4-H and FFA kids have been working hard all summer. Let's go out and show our support. Enjoy all that the fair has to offer, including the exhibits, art, livestock, carnival rides, rodeo, and don't forget the food. First National Bank is a proud supporter of the Otero County Fair and the scholarships for our junior livestock program.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Tiger football leading 7-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 7:28 to go in the second quarter. Thanks so much for tuning in to Tiger football on 1230 AM, 101.9 FM, Alamo Sports and Talk. Moreno to put the right boot into it. He'll go line drive kick, first kickoff of the game for the Tigers, and the Oregon Mountain players will. That's interesting. One of the players fell on it, and then like 3 or 4 of them kind of protected the up man. Play was over, but it was okay. 26-yard line, that's where they'll take over. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Oregon Mountain offense, which has moved the ball tonight, but a blocked field goal ended up punting, had gotten pretty deep into Tiger territory. So it's been a little bit of a mixed bag for them this evening. 2 receivers at the top and 1 at the bottom, lead back off to the right. 2 offenses are pretty similar. And Gonzalez will hand it off. Jones to the near side. Nothing there. Swallowed up by a number of Tigers. Nathaniel Sarasaris, I think, was the first one in there. And that is going to be a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11. Six carries for 23 yards for Jones. Second and 11. 2 receivers at the top, 2 to the bottom. Pistol formation again. Jones behind Jaden Gonzalez. Tries the hard count. Now looks over the sideline. 7 on the play clock. Now we'll snap it, and he'll look to pass. Going deep up the near sideline. And that is going to be out of bounds at the near sideline. Just ran out of space, did Weir. Made the catch, but too far outside the boundary at the near sideline at about the 45. Drake DeRezzo was there in coverage as well for the Tigers. And now 3rd and 11 here for Oregon Mountain. And what a big stop this would be for the Tiger defense after the score. They can put them 3 and out. 3rd and long. 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Ball's in the near hash at the 25-yard line. Oregon Mountain going right to left. Here's the snap. Gonzalez looking to throw. Has time. Again, going to go up the near sideline. Got a man, and he is open, and he will catch it. As one of the Tiger defenders just kind of left him going up the near sideline, and it's to the 50, and that's going to be a first down for a gain of 25 as he goes to number 88, Rio Rivera. Now the Tigers, I think, were playing a zone, and initially the defender was right with him going up the near sideline and left him, and just wasn't enough time for the safety to come over the top to get to him. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom, tied in on the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, and the fake of the handoff. Gonzalez is going to take it off right side on the read option. Gonzalez is going to get near the 40 and looks like pick up the first down. But there is a penalty flag. It was near the tackle, though, so let's see what that was. Yeah, it's going to be a face mask. And so a 15-yard penalty to be added on to this. Penalties have been hurting the Tigers in this first half. They now have 35 yards worth of penalties on 5 penalties. It'll be a first down. Gonzalez picks up 10 and then tack on another 15. And so after Alamogordo was faced, or I should say Oregon Mountain was facing a 3rd and 11, they complete on a 25-yard play, and there's another 25-yard play, 10 plus 15. And it'll be a 1st and goal, or 1st and 10, I should say, from the Alamogordo 25. Ball between the hashes, 4 wide receivers, and pistol formation. Tigers with 4 down linemen. Gonzalez takes the snap. He will throw. Goes to the far sideline, throws it deep. Tiger player in the area. He's got the interception, and he's in the end zone. He's going to bring it out to the 10, and going to be brought down as he gets there. And that is Moreno, who makes the interception for the Tigers. Number 26, Damian Moreno, who, I haven't said it enough, he has really done a great job defensively this year. So after giving up some long plays in that drive, it's a turnover. Each team with an interception tonight, and the Tigers will start from their own 10. Maybe would have been better served to take the knee in the end zone. I was a little nervous that somebody was going to come from behind and punch it loose, but when he came out of the end zone, it looked like he had some room to run. Can't blame the young man. He was excited. Tigers with 2 wide receivers to the far side. And they're going to go to the I. And here is the handoff, and it is Sarah Saris who's got it, and Sarah Saris from the fullback position gets a huge burst lead and is taking it all the way to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 20. We're getting some big gash plays on both ends of the field, and Sarah Saris takes 22nd 20-yard pickup for him on the night, and he's leading the Tigers in rushing this evening, 41 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Alamogordo. Hadn't seen the eye yet tonight. Tigers like to sprinkle in once or twice throughout a game, and they'll stay with it here. And the handoff going to go to the deep back. It's Bloom. Bloom trying to go lateral, and he does. He breaks a tackle, 40, 45, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds. And Bloom will take it all the way to the 48-yard line. They're going to call a hold on Alamogordo, though, and so it'll come back. Now, those can be absolute drive killers if you're the Tigers. They are going to mark it off from the 33, so the 1st and 10 was from the 30, so it's not going to be quite 1st and 20. But it's definitely going to be 1st and long here. And unfortunately, another penalty. That is 6 in the first half on the Tigers. And just a momentum killer there. You're going to have 1st and 10 from just shy of midfield after starting on your own 10. They'll stay with the eye. Best takes the snap, and he'll hand it off. It'll go to Bloom again. And Bloom going to get back to the original line of scrimmage plus a little bit more as he gets out to the 34-yard line. That'll be a gain of 11. So you get back to penalty yardage plus a little bit more. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 for Alamogordo. Still in the second quarter, by the way, 4:25 to go. And the Tigers can have a time-crunching drive here and go down on the field to score. Try to get up by 2 scores here before the end of the half. Oregon Mountain will have the ball to begin the second half. 1 receiver to the bottom and 1 out to the top. Back to the I. Under center goes Best. He takes it and he hands it off. It's Bloom, who sidesteps 1 tackle, gets across the 35, and falls forward to the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Tigers. Between the hashes, Tigers going left to right here at their own 38-yard line. 3rd and 2. Clock continues to roll now. Closing in on 3.5 minutes to go. Alamo has 2 timeouts remaining. And under center, handoff goes to Sarasaris. He's got the first down. He'll get across the 40 and take it to the 41-yard line. Yep, they will move the chains. So 2 yards, that's enough to move the chains. So we'll see if the Tigers maybe switch it up here and go out of the I formation because they need some chunks, and yeah, they'll stay in, it looks like. Under 3 minutes to go. And the handoff will go to Sarasaris. Not much there. He's going to get 2. And it looks like, yeah, the Tigers will switch it up. And maybe not. Maybe just changing up who the deep back is. Saw Kamari Patterson going back in. Yeah, see some changing of personnel here. For some reason, we're not running the play clock, and I don't know why. Hopefully the line or the back judge is keeping an eye on that. 2 receivers at the top. Here's the snap. Handoff Sarasaris. He is going to be smoked in the backfield as Oregon Mountain gets in there. Ball came out really late. They are not going to call that a fumble. That had to be forward progress. There is no way that he was definitely stopped. That has to be forward progress. They're still talking it over right now. And they are going to call him down. That's the right call. It'll be 3rd and 9 as they lose a yard on the play. Well, 1:55 to go. The Tigers not showing a ton of hurry up here. But obviously, I guess they'll want to give Oregon Mountain a chance to score here before the end of the half. That's number 1 on their priority list. Best will take the snap, and he's going to run it to the left side. Best's got the first down. Don't listen to me, y'all. Tigers know what they're doing. Going to go to the 45-yard line. That is a gain of 13. We want you to listen to the broadcast, but don't necessarily listen to my assessment of things. To the 31-yard line, a first down for Alamo, or I should say 31 yards for Best. To the 45-yard line, the Tigers go on the far hash. Clock still, well, I think they'll start the clock up here in a second. 1:27 remaining. Well, game clock's moving now. Tigers will line it up. 1st and 10 in Oregon Mountain territory. And Best is going to look to throw. Well, now he's going to try to get out of the pocket. Best running to the near side. Best to the 40. And he will be brought down. Gets good yardage. Takes it all the way to the 37-yard line. Now maybe the 38. And that is a gain of 7. And looks like Alamogordo is going to call a timeout. 1:03 remaining. Tigers call a timeout, and they will talk it over. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 1019. Tigers lead 7-0.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
1230, 1019, Alamo Sports and Talk. Tigers call timeout. 1:03 remaining. One receiver to the bottom, one at the top. And I formation again here for Alamogordo with a second and about 3. Best eventually gets it to Sarah Saris. And that's going to be no gain. Now to be third down here for the Tigers. Not a lot of time left, 44 seconds. And Oregon Mountain is going to call a timeout. So I guess they think that maybe they'll get a chance to do something with it here before the end of the half. Interesting timeout decision there for Oregon Mountain. Tigers will have a third down when we return. We'll take a break. You're listening to Tiger Football. Alamo leads 7-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Tigers going to go 4 wide receivers, shotgun formation as they come out of the timeout. As they're trying to restart the play clock, and now they will. And third down and about 3 for Alamogordo. Running back to the left of Best. And Best will run it to the left side. He's got the first down, and he's still running, and he's still running. He loses the football, though. It's on the ground, and I think the Tigers fell on it. Ooh. And it is recovered by the Tigers. And Aiden Rowe gets in there and saves the day. Tigers move the chains and line up quickly. And Best will spike it and stop the clock. Tigers still have 1 timeout remaining. That's not a bad spike there, though. 30 seconds to left. You still got a couple of downs to work with here. So Best took that one all the way to the 23-yard line as he picked up a gain of 14. So 2nd and 10 from the Oregon Mountain 22. 2 wide receivers, running back will shift to the right of Best. It is Bloom. Here's a pump fake, and now Best will decide to run with it. Best still fighting at the 10-yard line. Best at the 5. Best fighting for the goal line. I don't think he got there. He's going to be a yard short. 20 seconds. The clock will stop on the gain, so it's a 22-yard gain for Best. Tigers will line it up, and they'll go into the shotgun. Here's the snap. Best working to his left. He's going to be spun down. There's a penalty flag as well. So clock stops with 7 seconds remaining. They're going to call a hold on Alamogordo. That is well, it's brutal for the yardage. If Best had scored there, that would have been more brutal. So they're going to mark it off from the 1 yard line. And so it'll go back to the 11. I think about the field goal here if I'm Alamogordo, to be honest. Moreno's good enough to make this. You've only got 7 seconds, and Alamogordo's going to take a timeout. I think he can make a field goal, personally, from what I've seen from him this year. With 7 seconds, I mean, you just obviously have to make the decision on whether you want to go to the end zone here, be aggressive. I think he's going to keep the offense on the field, just judging by the personnel standing there. We're going to keep it right here because we're getting ready to take it to halftime. So the Tigers will send out the offense. First and goal from the 11, but it's pretty much time for one play. Trips to the far side, one to the bottom. Bowman is way here to the sideline here, and I feel like nobody's on him. They're probably going to have a guy slide across, but Best gets blitzed. He's going to go for it. Best has got room. Best to the end zone. He's going to score. It's a Tiger touchdown. It opened up on the near side for Nathaniel Best. He's going to run it in from 11 yards out, and the Tigers get the touchdown. And there is 0 on the clock. What a well-timed drive for the Tigers. That was 90 yards to finish the half, and Best is going to carry it in. He's got 85 yards rushing on 11 carries. I should note that I have him down for a 14-yard loss because he went and recovered that bat. So he's almost 100 yards rushing with a 14-yard loss. Tigers are going to try the extra point and look to make it 14-0 as we go to halftime. And whistles now. Bowman comes out of the game as the holder. I'm not sure why, but they'll send out Daniel Silva. And looks like the official pointing out something in his uniform needed to fix. And that one's going to be right into the back of the line. And so the extra point is no good. So the Tigers do get the touchdown. They don't get the extra point. It's 13-0 as we go to the locker room. Halftime, the Tigers in front of Oregon Mountain on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up next.
Take advantage of OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low interest rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OFCU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on creditworthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We are bankers that believe in you. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. The Alamogordo Tigers in front 13-0. 90-yard drive after an interception. Oregon Mountain looked like they were going to score to tie it up before, it really wasn't before the end of the half. The Tigers, I think, took over the ball probably about 5 minutes to go in the quarter. And they go the length of the field. And, I mean, I'll be the one to sit up here and say the way the Tigers were moving the ball, they weren't really in a huge hurry. They were wanting to take time off the clock. And the fact they were able to make that happen and score at the end of that drive was super impressive because I thought they were going to run out of time. So kudos to the players, kudos to the coaches. They played that about as well as you can to leave the other team with no time on the clock. And so Alamogordo gets a 2-score advantage going into the second half. Very well put together for Alamogordo. First score of the night didn't happen until about 7 minutes gone, or I should say 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, and that was Nate Best throwing a bubble screen out to Keaton Arona for 3 yards. Good block by Tristan Bowman, and he got into the end zone, and that made it 7-0 Tigers. Like I said, on the ensuing drive for Oregon Mountain, they had a 3rd and 11. They completed a 25-yard pass, and then they got another 25-yard gain on a 10-yard run, and then they threw a deep pass to the far corner of the end zone, and Damian Moreno came up with a big grab and took it out to the 10-yard line, and the Tigers just methodically moved it down the field. There were all kinds of things that happened. There was a 4th down conversion where Bloom got the handoff. He reversed it to Saraceris, and then Saraceris dished it off to Best, and Best went for 20-plus yards. Best also had another 20-yard gain on the carry. Tigers had multiple penalties on that drive. They had 2 holding penalties, so they ended up going for like 110 yards on that drive. Maybe not quite that, but it was probably like 100. And we're able to get it in the end zone. So lots of rushing yards for the Tigers tonight. 85 for Best, 49 for Saraceris, 51 for Bloom. Best also has 22 yards receiving, if you believe that. 11 yards receiving for Arona, 2 for Bowman, 1 for DeRezzo. And defensively, big interception by Moreno. A block by the Tigers special teams on a field goal attempt for Oregon Mountain. And this with, again, that wasn't a great first half for Alamogordo. 7, I didn't even mark down those last 2 holding penalties, I think. So I think the Tigers ended up with 9 penalties in that half. Okay, I think it's 8. No, I did mark down the first hold. So 10, 20, 35, 55 yards in the first half. And they've got, and they threw an interception as well. So that was not a great half of football from Alamogordo, but they were able to overcome some of those mistakes, and they were able to find their way into the end zone a couple of times and come away with the halftime lead. So it is 13-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard at halftime as the homecoming ceremonies are going on at the 50-yard line. A special part of any homecoming high school football game. And so excited to see all these young people have some fun with these ceremonies tonight. All right, we're going to take a break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union Halftime Show. We'll return, get some scores from around the state of New Mexico. This is Tiger football. Alamogordo in front, 13-0.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options, including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Halftime with Alamogordo leading 13-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Fortunately, my big halftime scoreboard on Max Preps is not pulling up, but we'll check out what NMOT Sports has. Grant's up big on Kirtland Central, 40-14 in the first half. Santa Rosa leading West Las Vegas 8-0 at halftime. They're trying to stay unbeaten on the year. Tatum in 8-man football leading Lordsburg 44-8 as they're going into the fourth quarter. Niamura and Valley tied up at 14 apiece. And that's about it. A 7-0 lead for Artesia over Gadsden. That was back in the first quarter, though. So don't have any further updates for you on that. And if I get Max Preps after the game, we'll let you guys know. Same with, we can get score updates for you guys on Tularosa. They're taking on Capitan tonight. Mescalero Apache has got Hagerman tonight. They're homecoming as well. So best of luck to the Chiefs there. Nothing else high school sports going on today. Tomorrow's a pretty busy day. We got volleyball out in Tularosa as they take on West Las Vegas. And Mescalero Apache is at home against Alamo Navajo for volleyball tomorrow as well. The Cloudcroft football team takes on Dulce. 2 p.m. start time for that game up in the mountains. And we also have cross country. Alamogordo heads up to Rio Rancho. And it'll be Mescalero Apache's cross-country team running in Roswell at the NIMI meet. We don't have any soccer this weekend. Alamo volleyball's off this weekend. Cloudcroft volleyball does not play this weekend. So a few things that are going on this weekend. So we'll see what's going on with all of that and keep you updated on our Alamo Sports Facebook. Let you guys know what's happening. And we'll hopefully have updates for you guys on what's happening with Alamogordo, or I should say Tularosa and Mescalero Apache football tonight as well. All right, we'll take a break. We'll also check in with our Tiger Athlete of the Week, Ella Giggler of the Lady Tiger soccer team. Had a chance to chat with her, so we'll hear that coming up as we continue along here on the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. The Alamogordo Tigers in front of the Orchid Mountain Knights on homecoming, 13-0. And stay with us here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We are bankers that believe in you. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
This is your Alamo Sports Tiger Athlete of the Week Spotlight, brought to you by the Winner's Circle and Tularosa Communications. This week's athlete is Ella Giggler of Lady Tiger Soccer. So first off, how do you feel like your season has gone? Are you happy with the way that you've played? You were on varsity as an 8th grader last year. You're back again as a freshman this year. How's the first few weeks of the season gone?
Well, I think they've been a lot better. 8th grade year, I was varsity, but it wasn't the same. I was definitely just learning. This year, I feel like I'm definitely putting forward what I've learned. I'm talking to my coaches. They've been very helpful. They've told me what I need to work on. They've been very supportive. I think it's going really well. Our team is getting together, and I think we're becoming a real team, and I think our season will be good.
And do you feel more confident now? Now that you've got a full year of varsity under your belt?
Definitely. I'm very happy this isn't my first year playing, to say the least, because that first year is always rough. But this year, I feel like I'm finally making the changes I need to.
What got you into soccer? I know anybody who knows the Giggler last name, there's other sports there, but what made you soccer be your sport?
I don't know. My parents put me in it from age 3.
Okay.
And I've just stuck with it. I've tried many other sports. I did cross country and I've done track and everything. But there's just something about soccer. I don't know if it's because I grew up with it, but it's always been by far my favorite sport.
Sports is something you want to continue after high school, though?
I'm open to it. If I get the opportunity to, I will go play.
Yeah. College is something is after high school. That's what you're hoping to do?
Yes. I want to go to college, whether or not that is on a sports scholarship or an academic one. I'd still like to go.
Yeah. Any ideas or a job field that you're that sounds interesting. I'd like to do that. Or
probably medical and just science in general. I really enjoy it. something medical or more like research-based would be
Okay.
what I'm planning to do.
Yeah, so science is your favorite subject in school?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. District's coming up here soon. What's kind of the mindset, the coaches, everybody, as you get ready for that? Because we all know how challenging y'all's district is. So what's kind of the coaches and the team been focusing on as we get ready for that?
I feel like we've been really focused on working on keeping possession of the ball is a big one we've been working on, making sure like we're always looking for like the opportunity to go and like make the play or move the ball forward. And also a lot about communication and all that and just staying positive. We do have a lot of hard teams in district, so it's really easy to like be like, we're not going to win any games, but like I think if we put our effort towards it, we have a possibility of doing pretty well in district.
Get out there and support Lady Tiger Soccer Tuesdays and Thursdays as we go down the rest of the season with district just around the corner. So we'll see how that all goes. Ella, congratulations on being Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
Big Brothers Big Sisters needs you. We are always looking for bigs and littles for both community-based and site-based matches. We only need 1 hour per week for you to invest in the life of a child. No special skills are required, just the ability to listen, care, and support. When you give us that 1 hour per week, together we can change a life. To get started, call Brenda Dorsey, Vice President of Rural Programs at 575-708-0716. Again, that number is 575-708-0716. Thank you in advance.
Hi, this is Cambry Seiling, Executive Director of Kids Inc. Child Advocacy Center. Kids Inc. serves child victims in Otero and Lincoln counties by providing child forensic interviews, family advocacy, crisis counseling, medical referrals, and case tracking in coordination with our many multidisciplinary team partners working child abuse and neglect investigations. Our mission is to increase the quality of life for our children. For more information, contact me at 575-214-2558.
Michael Shinneberry here. Join me for live and local discussions every Tuesday and Thursday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 a.m. and 101.9 FM. If it's local events, we talk about it. If it's politics, local, state, or national, we talk about it. Pick a subject, we talk about it. We're now streaming online at alamosportsandtalk.com. It's the Michael Shinneberry Show every Tuesday and Thursday morning from 7 to 8 a.m. only on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 a.m. and 101.9 FM.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. It's halftime here at Tiger Stadium. The Alamogordo Tigers are in front 13-0. Oregon Mountain in their way back out onto the field. And here come the Alamogordo Tigers out of the field as well as they run out of the tunnel. And so the Tigers are out on the field with those fantastic gold uniforms. I wish you guys could be here to see it if you're listening to us somewhere. But gold tops tonight for the Tigers. They're nice looking tonight. I think it's worth 7 points. Why not? Oregon Mountain in all white tonight. White helmets, black numerals, and teal outlining for them tonight. Tigers black pants and gold jerseys up top, and black helmets for the Tigers. And I got to tell you, I don't even really notice the gray field anymore. It's one of those that it's just, I hadn't even thought about it tonight until just a second ago. But you know what? I take that back. I think I did think about it when I said that the gold really pops out there on the gray field. So anyhow, full house tonight. By the way, got a great student section, band, cheerleaders. Just big contingent of Alamogordo fans. The away side is probably half full. The home side, I would say, is at least 3/4 full, which is not. Homecoming is usually one of the most well-attended games of the year, but without a doubt, good to see the Tiger fans in attendance. Certainly after the stop-start nature of the last game, and thankfully tonight has been smooth from that standpoint. I was actually checking the radar during one of the commercial breaks. I would be surprised if we're not able to get through all this without any major issues. And shout out to the weather gods for giving us giving us the homecoming game and all the different things going on with homecoming, and for it to run pretty smoothly. I'm happy for everybody who puts so much work into everything that goes on in a homecoming game. There's a lot to do there. Nate Best has got a touchdown run and a touchdown pass. Keaton Arona's got the reception for the Tigers. And Alamogordo hoping to come out here with a stop. Oregon Mountain will get the ball to begin. The Knights really need to get a score here to open the half, to get some momentum on their side. They played pretty well in the first half. It was just the mistakes that caught up to them. The blocked field goal, the interception. It definitely created some problems for them and found them behind. And their defense couldn't come up with stops in that second quarter when they needed to. Tigers with a big fourth down conversion, which you tell the Oregon Mountain sideline wasn't happy about the officials allowing that. I didn't see anything, and I think the only thing I'm a little unsure of was when when Bloom gave the ball to Sarah Saris, was he handing it behind himself, or did he give it in front? Because I think if he gives it to you, gives it away in front of him, hands it off, I don't think that Sarah Saris can toss the ball forward. Unless the officials deemed it was lateral. I thought it was a forward pass from up here, but one of those moments where you wish you had a replay. Just look at it. I just got to try to remember it in my brain, which that's getting harder to do as the number clicks up on the age. All right, Tigers kicking off right to left. Moreno will set it off from the near hash. Oregon Mountain, 2 returners back at about the 10-yard line. Tigers with a line drive on their only other kickoff of the game. As the official blows the whistle ready. And it will be line drive, but it is belted deep and into the end zone, and so a touchback for Moreno, who is pumped up. He's had a good night. He's got an interception. He gets the kickoff into the back of the end zone. I'll say it again. The Tigers, in having to fill in for Aiden Vasquez, who went down with an injury in the preseason, both Moreno kicking field goals, doing kickoffs, and Nathaniel Sarasaris handling the punts have been stellar this year. Really have done a great job, and something that they didn't necessarily think they were going to do this year. All right, here's Oregon Mountain starting at their own 20. Trips to the top, one to the bottom. They go left to right out of the pistol. Gonzalez takes the snap and is looking to throw. Going to go deep up the far sideline, and it is, look like, going to be out of bounds. In fact, it is, as he tries to go, I think, to Weir over on the far sideline. Tell you what, Gonzalez throws a very pretty ball. And so it'll be second down and 10. Sorry, I was kind of distracted. And it looks like that person, somebody is a class of 1955 is here watching tonight's game. Trying to do the math there on what the current age is. He probably wouldn't want that. Here is the handoff to the right side, and that's going to be enough, not quite for a first down. They had 3 men in the backfield as the handoff goes to Damian Avila. He takes it to the 29, so just shy of a first down, gain of 9 on his third carry of the night. 3rd and 1. Ball closer to the near hash on their own 29. Again, we'll go pistol with 2 running backs behind Gonzalez and then kind of a fullback off to his left. Tigers showing blitz. And here is the handoff, and there is nothing there, and I think that was the blitzer. That was a heck of a tackle there by number 65 for the Tigers. Xavier Garnan Canelo with the stop behind the line of scrimmage at the 28. Interesting decision here for Oregon Mountain. I don't think you can punt. It's too early in the game. It's still just a 2-score difference. Let's see if they're going to go for it on 4th and 2. It looks like they are going to go for it. 4 wide receivers out of the pistol, maybe just going to try to draw the Tigers off sides. 1 on the play clock. And, yeah, they ended up snapping it, but the play clock had run out, and so it'll be a 5-yard delay of game penalty. Oregon Mountain throwing their hands up, felt like that they didn't get enough on the play clock there. I don't know. Officials didn't seem to have any issue with what was going on with the play clock. And so Oregon Mountain will be forced to punt. I'm a little staggered that they were going to go for it there, deep in their own territory. That would have been maybe a game killer if they don't get that. And the Tigers go in and score. I mean, it's 3 scores just like that. And here's the kick away. This is a high and hanging kick. And Bowman will take it on 1 hop. Bowman is going to be swung down. And that was a nice tackle by number 8, Jerry Tejas. Brought down at the 34-yard line, and that's where the Tiger offense, that was a booming punt. I think that was Kyler Peterson, number 1, who was the punter. The Tigers offense back out on the field, and if they can keep the momentum that they had from the first half, opportunity to go up 3 scores now as the defense gets a 3 and out. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Running back to the near side, to the left of Best. Snap, and Best, like he's just going to straight run it to the left. Best finds a little seam to the 40, breaks the tackle to the 50, still running, and to the 45, and he has just been so hard to bring down tonight for Oregon Mountain as Nate Best with another big run goes all the way to the 41-yard line. Make it a gain of 25. $110 yards rushing now for Best. It's been in big chunks tonight. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Here's a snap, and the handoff goes to Bloom. Bloom lowers his shoulders, goes straight ahead, and picks up positive yardage, gets across the 40 to the 38 of Oregon Mountain. It's a gain of 3. Second and 7. Ball closer to the near hash. 2 receivers out at the top, 1 at the bottom. Alamo in no big hurry here. They'd love to score and take some time off the clock. And Best will keep it. Best goes straight ahead. Best to the 30. And he's to the 20. He's to the 15. He's down to the 10-yard line. He is a man that cannot be stopped tonight, as Nate Best takes it for 28 yards this time. And the Tigers will have 1st and goal to go. One of the better quarterback performances we've seen in a while. And he's been great this year, but, man, this is just one of those where he's obviously feeling it. I'd keep the ball in his hand as much as possible. 2 of the receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Ball's in the near hash. And the Tigers are going to false start. Looks like the left guard jumped. And that'll make it 1st and goal now from the 15. 13-0 Alamogordo, 8:39 to go in the 3rd quarter as the Tigers trying to go up by 3 scores here. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Sarah Saracen is the running back now. Best looking over to the sideline. Now gets ready to go. Best will give it to Sarah Saris. Sarah Saris picking through traffic, gets across the 10. And it'll go down to the 9. It's a gain of 6 for Saraceres. He's up to 55 yards rushing tonight on 8 carries. Also has a 22-yard pass. I don't know, that might be considered a rush. I don't know what that's going to go down as earlier in the game, but it was a big 4th down play. And here's a 2nd down and goal now from the 9. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Saraceres stays in as the running back with Best out of the shotgun. Best, well, read option, keeps it, and he is going to go to the end zone, but I believe I saw a penalty flag on the outside. And there's going to be a hold, I think, on Alamogordo. Let's wait and see. Holding on the Tigers. Penalties have been just brutal on Alamogordo tonight. So, takes a touchdown off the board. It was out on the wide receiver. The bummer of it all there is it probably wasn't necessary, but when you have your back to the play, you just, not much you can do. All right, so it is 2nd down and goal from the 13 now. Best play action, looking to throw wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Ethan Putong with his 2nd touchdown reception of the season. Nobody saw the tight end coming out of the formation. It's 13 yards, and the Tigers get the touchdown this time. They get to keep it and go up 19-0. Looks like they're going to go extra point and not try to catch up with a 2-point conversion. Moreno going to come on for the extra point. Made the first one. Second one was a low kick and was missed. This one is up and looks to be through and good. It is. So the Tigers, after a 3-and-out on defense, go down the field and score. A lot of it on the legs of Nate Best, but he finishes off with a throw. Ethan Putafong with the touchdown, and the Tigers lead 20-0. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Join us at the annual Otero County Fair and Rodeo. This is Deborah Romero from First National Bank. Our local 4-H and FFA kids have been working hard all summer. Let's go out and show our support. Enjoy all that the fair has to offer, including the exhibits, art, livestock, carnival rides, rodeo, and don't forget the food. First National Bank is a proud supporter of the Otero County Fair and the scholarships for our junior livestock program.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Tigers getting ready to boot it away here, up 20-0. 7:28 to go in the, or 7:33 to go in the third quarter. This one will be returnable from the 10-yard line to the 15 to the 20 and knocked down shy of the 30-yard line. Nice tackle there from, looks like number 58 for the Tigers. 58, 56. He's getting closer. I think it's 56. Let me double check. Yes, it is. So 56 for the Tigers. Waylon Skelton comes away with the tackle on special teams. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Oregon Mountain offense as they try to get in gear and get on the board here tonight. Still a ton of time left in this game. So by no means is this one over. Official's not ready to go quite yet. In fact, I don't see the white hat official at the moment. He is talking with the coach for Oregon Mountain, and there's clearly a lot of unhappiness at Oregon Mountain's. I don't know what exactly was going on there. Nothing really stood out either on that touchdown play or on the special teams there, so don't know. Here's the snap and pump fake, and then a deep throw up the far sideline, and too far, trying to get his man at about the 40. Tiger defender was right there in step-by-step Moreno. And Oregon Mountain just has not been able to get the deep throw up the sidelines. They had one, I would say, medium-sized completion. But I tell you what, man-to-man defensively, the Tigers have done a nice job in the secondary tonight. Whether it's been Moreno's got an interception. We've seen DeRezzo and Rowe make some nice plays. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, 2nd and 10. And Gonzalez is going to run to the near side, actually cuts up the middle, gets across the 30 to the 32. And that's where he's brought down for a gain of 4. I'm a little surprised Oregon Mountain's gotten away from the running game. I think they obviously like to pass the ball, but they ran the ball pretty well against the Tigers earlier in the matchup. And they've been throwing on first down a lot, so I don't know. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 to the top. It is 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Well, I don't know who's going to get called for it there. There's a lot of movement on both sides. Let's see what the decision is here. It looks like they're moving back. So this time it's a 5-yard false start penalty. Oregon Mountain I think that's just their 2nd penalty of the night. So it'll be a 3rd down and 11 now for Oregon Mountain. Clock is stopped, or actually moving now with 6:35 remaining. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 to the top. Running back to the right of Gonzalez. They converted a 3rd down and 11 in the first half. And Gonzalez now out of the pocket, rolling to his right. He will throw it deep, and, just through the hands of his receiver. Number 11, Jayshawn Caldwell, had a chance at it at the 50. Made a real nice attempt straight up in the air to get to it, but just could not reel it in. Tigers catch a break, and it looks like Oregon Mountain will punt again. So 4th down and another 3 and out for Oregon Mountain, and the Tigers may be able to put this one away now if they can go down the field and score. I'd be watching for a fake personally. Just feels like the time for it if you're Oregon Mountain. They do not. Kicks away. Pretty good one. Bowman's just going to let that go. It's going to diagonally bounce out of bounds. It dropped at about the 34 and then kicked to the far sideline out. So it should be out at about the 30. And it looks like that's where they're going to mark it. But it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Alamogordo offense, and about as good as it could go for the Tigers here in the second half. Defense forces a pair of 3 and outs, and the offense already with 1 touchdown. Can they add on another here and go up by 4 scores? And if they can drain a little bit of clock here in the quarter as well. We've still got a lot of time in this quarter, 6:11 to go. But they've got an opportunity to really put themselves in a comfortable position. 1 receiver to the bottom, 1 at the top, and the Tigers going to the eye. So, yeah, it looks like they would definitely like to run some clock here. And Best will put it on the ground and then fall on it. He pulled the read option out of Saris's gut, and in that it came loose, and lucky for the Tigers that they got back on it. So it'll be 2nd and 11. That would have been the thing that could have turned this game around. You give Oregon Mountain great field position. Tigers will stay in the eye. 2 wide receivers. They had some success in this earlier in the game. And he does give it to Sarah Saris. That read option inside. Did that ball come loose again? It looked like the official threw down his beanbag as if the ball came out. Alamo recovered if it did. Looks like it's 1 yard gain. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm wanting to move away from that from the Tigers here. A little read option inside with the fullback on 2 straight plays was not great. Tigers will go to the shotgun now on 3rd and 10. Gets the snap off. Best rolls to his left, throws into coverage, almost completed it to Arona. There were 3 men around him, and Arona was the only one who got his hands on it. But Oregon Mountain gets exactly what they need there. They get a 3 and out on the Tiger offense, and it was just 2 kind of bad plays in the backfield, disjointed, and very nearly completion, though. That was a nice throw from Best. He fitted into a tough pocket there, but credit to the Oregon Mountain defenders being able to knock the ball loose from Arona. And so Alamogordo will punt. Tigers trying to get aligned in the formation. Good snap. And a really nice punt, high and hanging from Sarah Saris. And the fair catch called for at about the 38-yard line. And that's where the Oregon Mountain offense will take over. So they get a little bit of a pickup in field position there. But no return. And so it'll be 4:32 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers leading 20-0. Oregon Mountain's offense back out on the field. They will start at their own 40. Well, no. Okay, that's what I said. That's where the fair catch was at the 38. And it'll be 3 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 at the top. I think they're checking on the football. Do they have the correct football? It would appear not. So now they've got the correct football, and when I say the correct football, I imagine the one that they had out there maybe was a kicking ball, not a regular ball. Pistol formation for Gonzalez, as he'll take the snap and he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right, he's got lots of time, and now he's going to throw it, and incomplete. Sure, Oregon Mountain would have wanted a penalty flag there, but I think the ball was so far off the mark, it's hard to call that pass interference. The receiver was trying to come back to it, but it was 5 yards closer to the sideline than the player was, and so I think that's fair enough. However, if you're an Oregon Mountain fan right there, you would heartily disagree with me. Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Gonzalez goes hard count. Tigers have gotten better at that as the game has gone along. Here's the snap a little high. Gonzalez looking to run, and he'll take it to the right side, and he's got some room there. And as he gets to the 50, he gets to the 40, and Gonzalez will be brought down shy of the 30-yard line. And Alamo was looking for, I think, some holding penalties in there. Did not get the call. So it's a big run all the way to the 32-yard line. Gain of 28 on the run by the Oregon Mountain quarterback. This game's not over yet. Tigers, Oregon Mountain gets in the end zone here. I mean, it's just a 2-score game, and we still have an entire 4th quarter to go. So, receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Gonzalez takes the snap, hands it off, and gives it to Jones, and Jones just tripped up. Looked like he may be breaking into the open. But Romeo Jones will be just about a yard shy of the first down. It's a gain of 9. Whoever got him by the shoelaces there at the 22, well, I guess he did get the first down, so it's going to be 10. No. Okay, he's just short. So it is second and inches here. Are we moving the chains? Okay, they are moving the chains. Here is the snap, and Gonzalez is going to run it straight ahead. Kicks it out to the left side. Gonzalez gets near the 10-yard line. And I think he may have another first down. It's like another 10-yard gain. Yeah, this goes to what I was saying earlier. I didn't quite understand why Oregon Mountain had got away from running the football there, because they had some success against the Tigers. And this drive, everything's been on the ground. He did not get the first down this time, so just about a half yard shy of it. Second down and inches. One receiver to the top, two to the bottom. Ball's closer to the far hash. Oregon Mountain going left to right towards the south end zone. Gonzalez takes the snap, gives it to, keeps it himself, throws towards the end zone, and did he catch that? He did. Ball was deflected straight up in the air, and it's a touchdown for Oregon Mountain. Went off his hands initially, and then I think the Tiger player came in with some contact. Zeke Weir comes away with the catch, and some really good concentration, and so Oregon Mountain gets on the board. A very quick drive there. 2:36 to go in the third quarter. A little concerning there for the Tigers. A 3-and-out, and then Oregon Mountain marches down the field. And it's back down to a 2-score difference. Tiger offense is going to need a good possession coming up next. Also be aware of an onside kick. Kick is up. I think they're going to have to kick it again because there was an offsides on Alamogordo. That's a dead ball penalty, so you wonder if Oregon Mountain might think about, going for two isn't really going to do much for them here because, they're 8-16. Yeah, it really doesn't do much to go for two, but they may do it. Looks like they're changing out personnel. Trying to think of the math there. It might help later, but I guess 8-15. Yeah, it could actually. If they were to go for two twice and then score another touchdown, they could be up by 3. So there is a number where that works. Oregon Mountain lining up like they may go quarterback sneak here. And I think we're going to get a false start. No, I think they're going to call offsides again on Alamogordo. Okay, no, it is false start this time on Oregon Mountain. So we'll run the kicking team back out. No clock is moving, by the way, in all of this. There's still 2:36 to go, so we've had offsides on the Tigers on one PAT. They decide to bring the offense back out there because it moves you a yard closer or a yard and a half closer, and then false start, and so it'll be a little more difficult extra point here for the Oregon Mountain kicking team, but from what we've seen so far tonight from Esteban Belmontes, nothing he can't handle. All right, no flags. Kick is up, and good. Okay, so after all that, it's 20-7 now, 2:35 to go here in the quarter, and the Tigers are in front on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to, and at the third quarter, I should say, you're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low interest rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Kickoff goes 4 or 5 yards deep into the end zone, so the Tigers will start their own 20-yard line. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Tigers lead 20-7. Jaden Gonzalez just threw a 13-yard touchdown pass to Zeke Weir to make it a 2-score game again. And this Tiger offense would like to get something going after a 3-and-out, and then Oregon Mountain goes right down the field and scores. Tigers try to go back that eye, which they had some success with earlier in the game. I don't know. Keeping Best in space and the shotgun, whether he's throwing or running, I think that's where I want to be. And Best will hand it off and gives it to Bloom. Bloom's got good space to run to the 25. We'll pick up 5. And the Tigers have a second down and 5. Seven carries, 39 yards for Bryson tonight. As we get to go under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. One receiver to the top, 2 to the bottom. Best takes the snap, gives it to Bloom again. Bloom off left side. And he crosses the line of scrimmage. Not much more there, though, as he gets to the 26 and is stood up. It's like a gain of 1. That's a pretty big play here. Oregon Mountain can force another 3-and-out. They've got some momentum moving the football. And this is too far in your own territory that you would think about going for it on, I think, even like 4th and 1, I would imagine. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Best takes the snap, running to his right. Best bounces it to the outside. He's got the first down. Still looking for space. Best still on his feet to the 40. Best to the 50, up the far sideline, 40. Best cuts in across the 30-yard line. And yet again, number 1 with a huge gainer for the Tigers. As he is eventually down at the 26-yard line. Looks like there's an Oregon Mountain player that is hurt after that play, so we'll stop thing. It's a gain of 48. Best, I think he may get to 200 yards rushing in this game. And he's over 180 now. And again, 14-yard loss in the very first play of game because he had to go back and fall on a fumble as the Oregon Mountain player is helped up to his feet. But yet again, Nate Best is just, Oregon Mountain does not have an answer for him tonight. He's thrown 2 touchdown passes. He's run for another. He's run for almost 200 yards. Not a ton of passing yards tonight, but when he's needed to make plays near the goal line, touchdown pass to Keaton Arona and a touchdown pass to Ethan Putafong. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Tigers go out of the shotgun, running back on the far side to the right of Best. Looks to be Bloom. Here's the snap. And Best going to throw it to Bowman at the near side. Bowman makes one man miss. Bowman at the 20, going to be brought down. That was a nice first move to get away from the initial defender. Was brought down from behind afterwards. Goes to the 19-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 7 on the completion for Bowman. Second and 3 now for the Tigers, and 31 seconds to go. They're going to have to run at least one more play here before the end of the quarter. Bloom comes out of the game as the running back. Sarah Saris will spell him. 2 receivers to the bottom and 1 at the top. Lead backs off to the left. That's Patterson. And the handoff goes to Sarah Saris. Sarah Saris works to the outside, gets near the 5-yard line, and will be stood up there. But credit to the offensive line holding their blocks and allowing him to move laterally across the line as he takes it from the 19-yard line all the way down to the Oregon Mountain 8. It's a gain of 11. And that should be the last play of the quarter. As the Tigers try to answer back after the Oregon Mountain score. That is the end of 3. Alamogordo in front, 20-7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We head to the fourth quarter with the Tigers trying to finish off a homecoming victory. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We are bankers that believe in you. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
You're listening to Tiger Football here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Richardson Motor scoreboard here at the start of the fourth quarter. Tigers 20, Knights 7. Tigers with a first and goal from the 8-yard line. Now going left to right. And Best will hand it off. Sarah Saris at the 5. Penalty flag comes flying in. And let's wait and see what that is. Looks like it's going to be a hold on Alamogordo. A lot of penalties tonight on the Tigers. They've overcome them, though. I mean, on the drives that they've had, the penalties, very rarely have they been drive killers. But on a goal to go to pick up a 10-yard penalty, that's tough. Yeah, they're marking it off now. A lot of gesticulating going on with the officials there. They were talking to each other. I was kind of mesmerized by it. Sorry. So it takes it back almost to the 20-yard line now. Like I said, this hasn't been a drive killers for the Tigers. This is one, though, that you look at that you've got to get in the end zone in 3 plays, maybe 4 from 18 yards out. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Best takes the snap, and there was all kinds of things that were not going on correctly there for Alamogordo. Is there a penalty? Dead ball, false start. Yeah, that was weird. Multiple people had the snap count there wrong, so let's take it back another 5 yards. So it's at the 24 now. This is first and goal from the 24. Holding penalty and then a false start. 11:20 to go. I guess the positive is the clock's moving, but Best will take the snap. He'll work it off the left side. And Best is still on his feet to the 10. Best all the way down to the 5-yard line. Unbelievable. Nate Best with another big run for the Tigers as he takes it all the way to the 5. It's a gain of 19. Felt like Oregon Mountain had that relatively well defended there, but so it'll be second down and goal now here from the 5. Sarah Saris is the running back. He's had a really nice night, too, running the football. 2 receivers at the bottom. And whistles. Did we get delay of game? Tigers not get it off in time? Indeed, that's the case. So the Tigers don't get the snap off in time, so let's back it up 5 yards. So it's second down and goal from the 10. Been 20 penalty yards since the Tigers got goal to go from the 9 or whatever it was, 8-9 yard line. There it is, the Tigers with the second down and goal from the 10. Two receivers at the bottom. Best will take the snap, fake the handoff, and he'll try to bounce to the outside. Best of the 5, looking for the end zone. Did he reach out there and get it? The official says no, he did not get to the end zone. Stepped out of bounds at, looks like about the 1-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1. 213 yards rushing on 17 carries for him tonight. Can't wait to see the official stats when the team puts it out next week. I always say my stats are super unofficial, but yeah, 200 yards rushing, I would say easily tonight for Nate Best. And a very short distance to go now to try to go back in front by 3 scores. And now Best looking to maybe go under center. And they will hand it off to Saraceris, who will get into the end zone for the Tiger touchdown. Good blocking up front by the Tiger offensive line. And Saraceris gets the score. 68 yards rushing for him tonight. And his first touchdown. He's had a good game on defense as per usual and puts it in for the Tigers. And Alamo trying to go back up here by 20 as the clock sitting at 9:59 to go on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Moreno trying to push that lead back out. One player running on late here for the extra point try. And the Tigers are ready to go. Here's the kick. That looks to be up and good. It is. Tigers lead 27-7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Saraceris with a touchdown. 27-7. 9:59 remaining in the game. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As Oregon Mountain has to grab the football before the Tigers get downfield. That was a wonderfully angled kickoff by Moreno as it stayed inbounds, and it goes to the 18-yard line. They were trying to wait for the ball to bounce out of bounds, and it never got there, so they had to pick it up. And so Oregon Mountain's offense starts inside their own 20. And they need points and need it quickly here. Down by 3 scores with 10 minutes to go in the game. And so now they probably need to go through the air, but I mean, they ran the ball in the last drive. I think they can pick up chunks. Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom. 4 down linemen for the Tigers. Pistol formation for Gonzalez. Hard count, which has been the order of the game. Tigers were jumping a lot in the first half. They've done a much better job here in the second half. Gonzalez in the pocket, now scrambles. And now rolling to his left, he'll throw it and throw it away. And so it'll go out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Oregon Mountain has not had a lot of success throwing the ball on 1st down tonight. I don't know if they have a completion, not one that stands out in my mind. And that has definitely hurt them on a lot of their drives, is inability to come up with positive yardage on 1st down. They have overcome it a decent amount, being able to pick up big gains on third down. As Gonzalez looking to throw again, he's going to go to the near sideline, competes it to Weir. Weir stays inbounds and fighting for extra yardage across the 30-yard line. So Weir goes to the 31, and it looks like he's got the first down. Gain of 13 on his fourth catch of the night. He does have a touchdown reception tonight for the Knights. Stop the clock with 9:39 to go. Organ Mountain still has all three of their timeouts. Down by 3 scores. Shotgun formation. And I think that's going to be a false start on the left tackle for Oregon Mountain. And so it'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Knights. I will say that we've kind of seen that given back a little bit. The Tigers went off sides 4 times in the first half. I think Oregon Mountain has probably picked up false starts at least 3 times. As Gonzalez is going to throw, and ball is going to be deflected. Jaden Valdez with a nice deflection. That pass maybe came a little bit early for the receiver. And so it'll be 2nd down and 15 now for Oregon Mountain. Second and 15 for Tiger defense, which definitely a shout out to those guys tonight. They've played really well. Forced a number of 3-and-outs. Picked up an interception. Technically, I guess you give them the block field goal. Here's the snap out of the pistol. Gonzalez looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right. Now looking to throw, and he completes it to his man at the 40. And then a nice form tackle by Moreno, who came in and stopped him from any further yardage. He is going to be short of the first down. And are they giving him the spot? Near Judge has it at the 40. One on the far side. Yeah, they're going to give him the 40. So it's just shy of first down yardage. It's a 14-yard gain. And Oregon Mountain to the line quickly. And takes the snap. Gonzalez, quick throw to the far sideline, and he completes it. And it should be enough for a first down. He finds Caldwell again. So 2 completions for him. Been impressed with Gonzalez when he gets out of the pocket. He's made some nice throws and also has run the ball well. Just hasn't been particularly consistent in throwing the football. He's ran the ball well, him and Jones. Trips to the bottom, one at the top. From their own 42-yard line at the far hash, going right to left is Oregon Mountain. Gonzalez in the pocket, standing there. Now rolling to his left, and he is going to toss it deep down the field and look for his man, the near sideline. Again, really nice defense, man-to-man by the Tigers, and looks like Aiden Rowe this time was right there with the defender. And I would say the other thing is some of these balls are underthrown and not picking up pass interference penalties on some of these is what I've been impressed with is, you know, they're going step for step with these receivers, but they're also avoiding penalties. And so it'll be 2nd down here for Oregon Mountain. Stops the clock with 8:28 to go in the 4th quarter. One positive with throwing the football a lot is, you know, if you don't get positive yardage, the clock isn't running. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. Oregon Mountain's going to call timeout. Timeout on the fields. Tigers up 27-7. Well, they're running the clock now. They need to fix that. Somebody started the clock here in the press box, and they need to fix that. And maybe we're having trouble with equipment. I know that's been a problem at times. Yeah, they need to add some time. I think it was 8:22 when they stopped the clock. So I've been talking. Let's see if we can fit in a quick break here. They're going to have to reset the game clock. Hopefully they will. Well, they're trying to. We'll be back.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. They reset the game clock to 8:40. I thought I saw 8:22, but not sure. There's still a discussion going on with the white hat and the far line judge. It'd be second down and 10. And there was still a lot of discussion going on with, I believe, Coach Sanchez for Oregon Mountain. Usually a coordinator doesn't get on the field that much, so I'm going to assume it's the head coach. Gonzalez pulls on the read option, now rolling to his left. He gets to the 40, the 50. He's still on his feet. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. And he will get a first down for Oregon Mountain. Ball goes to the 44-yard line. It'll be first down Oregon Mountain. So clock stops with 8:27 to go. Just as I don't know, from up here, it just doesn't feel like a comfortable lead for the Tigers for some reason. I don't know why. Defense has played well, but yeah, just a little level of uncomfortable. And I think you're going to see a false start on Oregon Mountain. I didn't think the Tiger player came across. He did not. So it will be a false start on Oregon Mountain. Go back 5 yards. Whoever was the right defensive end for the Tigers did lurch a little bit, but he stayed outside the neutral zone. So first and 15, four wide receivers for Oregon Mountain. Pistol formation for Gonzalez. Takes the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he rolls out to his left, still looking upfield to try to throw. He is going to find his man. It's Weir, who is going to catch it inbounds and then go out at about the 25-yard line. I think Bloom came from behind to bring him down. So Weir down to the 25. And it's a gain of 24. And Oregon Mountain has another first down and 10, and it was, again, a pretty quick play, 8:18 to go now. I think that's what it is that this offense can move the ball pretty quickly. Now, you got to think when the Tigers get the ball, they're going to run it and try to kill some clock. Because I think Oregon Mountain got the ball, with 10 minutes to go in the quarter. So this drive, which has had multiple penalties and, a lot of different things going on. Gonzalez takes the snap, and he's ready to throw. Going over toward the far sideline. He's got a man open, and Moreno comes over and makes a pretty nice hit. And the completion goes to number 12, Michael McGill. As Moreno makes the stop. Goes to the 15-yard line. And it looks like it should be enough for a first down. Yes, they will move the chains. So it's another first down for the Knights. And, again, not an 8-second play. 8:07 remaining in the quarter. Tigers up 27-7. Comfortable lead. Gonzalez takes the snap, fakes the handoff. On the play action, looking to throw. Going towards the middle of the field, and he short arms it a little bit. Had a receiver slanting towards the goal line. There were Tiger defenders in the area, but just wasn't a particularly accurate throw there from Gonzalez, and so it fell about a yard or two in front of the receiver. And so it'll bring up second down and 10. Trying to get the Tiger offense moving towards the near side of the field and get the receiver that was kind of off towards the far side, get Alamogordo to overplay it a little bit, but I think the Tigers defended that relatively well. Second and 10. 8:01 remaining on the Richardson Motor scoreboard here in the fourth quarter. Tigers up by 20. Trips to the top. one to the bottom. Here's the snap, and there's a penalty. It's going to be an illegal motion. They'll toss the play up in the air. Going to be out of bounds. So it's an illegal shift on Oregon Mountain. They never got set. They were moving multiple guys around. And looks like Alamo's going to take the penalty yardage. So it'll be second down at 15. Yeah, if Oregon Mountain had just waited another second there and let their guys set, then they probably would have not gotten the penalty. So legal shift. And the Tigers will take it. So back to the 20-yard line. It'll be second down and 15 now for the Knights. Trips to the bottom and a one to the top. Tigers have stayed in their 4-2-5 all night. 4 down linemen. And Gonzalez looking to throw. Pocket breaking down a little bit. He's in some trouble. He is going to be brought down in the backfield. Whistles will blow. And that was a really nice defensive line sack. You had all 4 guys really making a difference on that. I think Diego Ortega, your homecoming king, by the way, gets in there and makes the sack. And so it'll be third and long here for Oregon Mountain. Probably just chucking it towards the end zone here. They can get a first down without a touchdown. Have to be down to the 5-yard line. They go 4 wide receivers from the far hash. Here's the snap. Gonzalez tossing it deep up the near sideline. And Weir jumps up and makes the grab between 2 Tiger defenders, Valdez and I think Rowe was in the area. That might be enough for a first down. There's a flag down. Not sure what the flag is there. And it looks like it's cramps is the problem for Weir. They're trying to stretch him out. I don't think that was a helmet-to-helmet hit. It didn't look like it, but still haven't seen the official make a call. Personal foul. Oh, face mask. Okay. So it'll be a first down even if they hadn't gotten it there. So it'll be doesn't make a whole lot of difference in terms of the gain on the yardage there. It's 2.5 yards. So they'll have a first and goal from 2.5-yard line coming up as they're still working on Weir. He's on his back at about the 5-yard line. 7:10 remaining. And you got the Alamogordo Tigers athletic trainers working on him at the moment now. See the Oregon Mountain AT making his way out onto the field. Bit of a warm night. Hasn't been too bad. But Weir's been running a lot of rounds. So, I mean, I wouldn't be terribly shocked as they're continuing to work on him. So let's go ahead and take a commercial break. Tigers are up by 20. Oregon Mountain just outside the end zone trying to make it a 2-score game. Stay with us.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all else subject to credit approval.
Weir was able to get up on his own power off the field. 27-7. We roll the clock here with 7:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Tigers in front 27-7, but a first and goal from the 2.5-yard line. Gonzalez going to throw a fade pattern way over his receiver to the far sideline in the end zone, but that one was too far out of the way. Trying to go one-on-one there, but I'll still... again, they've run the ball really pretty well tonight. Hand it off, but got 3 plays or 4 plays to pick up 2.5 yards. But I guess try the fade pattern to begin and then maybe go to the ground. respotting the ball, it looks like. Okay. They were blowing whistles, and so I think they have to restart the play clock. They do. Again, one wide receiver out to the far side, and then Gonzalez trying to get his lead back in the right position. He's got it now. Gonzalez running to the right and runs it right into the end zone. That's about a 3-yard touchdown run. So it makes it 27-13. I'm trying to figure out if there's an advantage to go for 2 here. I don't think there is. Yeah, they're going to kick the extra point. Now you got to wonder if Oregon Mountain will be thinking extra, or not extra point, but onside kick here when we get ready for the kickoff. They have some success. They start being the Tiger defense at times, or Tiger offense at times tonight. Extra point is good. So it is 27-13 now, 6:53 to go in the ball game. Tigers will get the offense back out on the field. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Tigers lining up with a little bit different look. 5 men up at the 50, 4 men about 5 or 6 yards back, and here's the onside kick try, and it is tipped, and Oregon Mountain's got it. I don't think you can advance it, but boy, that was an excellent onside kick there from Oregon Mountain. Took a big high bounce, and Esteban Belmontes really with a fantastic kick, and the Tigers can't recover. I was going to say, I don't think you can advance an onside kick, can you? I think it's where he gets it to. So it has to be where, it's only going to be about, I think, like 10-yard difference there, but they're going to give him all the way up where. Yeah, it has to be where he recovered it at, I believe. And I think they're talking it over right now, one of the officials, so. Yeah, so that's where it's going to be at the 35-yard line. But this game gets a little more interesting here. That's why I said I didn't feel like this was a comfortable lead, and Tigers don't recover the onside kick for the second week in a row. And here's the snap. Gonzalez, we've got whistles. And Coach Cisco, Coach Cisco's talking to the white hat here. Fortunately, the referees had some weird things happen in this game that aren't necessarily normal, but I'm trying to think of where the man for Oregon Mountain got his hands on the football. I think they're saying it should have been way back here at like the 45-yard line. And both teams, I think, have had some calls that they disagreed with tonight. Yeah, I think figure where it bounced up. He probably recovered it at about the 45-yard line. But I don't think the officials are going to change it here. So Oregon Mountain gets it to the 35-yard line. Yeah, there's no way that he didn't get the ball to the 35, so. Gonzalez takes the snap, and he's going to throw it up the far sideline. And he's going to throw another interception. Moreno comes away with another pick. I tell you, the Tigers DBs have been stellar tonight, and Damian Moreno, maybe more than anybody else, his second interception of the game. Tigers will have to take over here at the 1-yard line. But what a huge, huge play that is. You get the onside kick, all the momentum's on your side, and then you turn it right over. Oregon Mountain likes to just go take it one-on-one, let the receiver try to battle it out against the DB. Because when Gonzalez throws the football, the receiver isn't open. He's just throwing it up and either hoping for a DPI or that the receiver's going to win it out. And that's second or third time we've seen tonight that Almo's DBs have made the plays when they've needed to. But this is a big spot here. The Tigers from inside their own end zone. Best will run it to the left side. He'll get a little bit of space there. As he'll take it out to about the 4. It'll be a gain of 3. It's been a long time, I feel like, since we've seen the Tiger offense. Hasn't been a lot of game time as the clock now rolls under 6.5 minutes to go, but just time. This has gone, this quarter has, we finished the first half at 8 o'clock. The second half has taken a lot of real time. 2nd and 7 now for the Tigers. 2 receivers at the bottom. And running to the right side is Best. Best gets into the open. He's got the first down to the 20, up the near sideline to the 30, to the 40. Will he outrun everybody? He's to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He is brought down just shy of the goal line as Nate Best. He may have over 300 yards rushing tonight as the Tigers get it all the way from inside their own 4 to the 4 on the opposite side of the field. To the 3, as a matter of fact. That is a 47 plus 46. 93-yard run, 93-yard carry. My goodness. So unofficially, I have him down for 309 rushing tonight. He doesn't have a rushing touchdown, strangely enough. He's thrown 2 passing touchdowns. Best straight ahead. Is he in? No, looks like he's just a little bit short. That's okay if you're the Tigers, to be honest. That takes some clock off a little bit. 2-yard gain. Man. What an incredible effort from Nate Best tonight. He is, offensively, he's put this team on his back. There's no doubt. Tigers going to go under the I. Saraceris is the deep back. Patterson is the fullback. And Best is just going to quarterback sneak it. Wait a minute. Dead ball offsides on Oregon Mountain, so not a touchdown. It'll be half a yard out. And again, if you're Alamogordo, I think that's good because I think they'll roll the game clock here. And they'll roll it. So game clock rolls. Tigers going right up to the line of scrimmage. I don't think I get set here until the play clock runs down inside 10. Yeah, none of the offensive linemen are getting set. So yeah, that actually, the penalty there, not getting in on the long run, all that's okay. Tigers get to kill some clock. Best will try the sneak this time. I think he got pushed across. There it is. Touchdown, Tigers. So 4:05 remaining. The Tigers pick up the touchdown. And they lead 33-14. As the Alamogordo Tigers, big interception after Oregon Mountain got the onside kick. All the momentum was on their side. A pick and then a 90-plus yard run from Nate Best got brought down just short of the goal line. Kudos to the Oregon Mountain player who stayed with him and tried to run him down and did. As the kick is up, it is good. Tigers 34, Oregon Mountain 14 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, and 4:05 remaining in the ball game. Tigers on their way to a homecoming victory. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We are bankers that believe in you. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 111 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Oregon Mountain will return it from about the 5-10 yard line, get across the 20, across the 30. Another nice special teams tackle there for the Tigers. Didn't see who jumped in there and got it, but they've done a solid job on stopping some of these returns. And so it'll be first down for Oregon Mountain. Behind by 3 scores again, 3:58 remaining. At the 31-yard line is where they'll take over. And so Oregon Mountain ready to go here with 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Here's the snap as Gonzalez is going to run for it, right side, but he's going to be brought down from behind by Novacek, who just kind of reached his hand out there, and Saris was in the area too, but sort of grabbed him, stopped him from going any further. So it'll be second down and 8. Here is Gonzalez looking to throw to the far sideline, completes it, and he knocked out of bounds. They will roll the clock at the, well, they should stop the clock because of the first down, but completes the 46. It'll be first down for Oregon Mountain. Tigers getting ready to go to 4-1, but most importantly 1-0 in district. As back to pass and rolling to his right. And going out of bounds is Gonzalez. He won't get any yardage there, it looked like, and it'll stop the play. Or stop the clock, I should say. It does stop the play, too. And it'll be second down, and he loses 2. So second down and 12. .309 remaining. Tigers up 34-14 if you're just joining us. Led 13-0 at half. And And going to throw again out to the far sideline. And well, Moreno tried to make a big hit and didn't wrap up. And I think that was Weir that broke loose. No, it'll be number 12, Michael McGill. And it'll end up being enough for a first down out to the 44-yard line. Two receivers at the bottom and two to the top. And Gonzalez again looking to throw. Again looking out towards the far sideline. Now steps up and looks to run. Still in the backfield. Now will throw. And almost intercepted by Jaden Valdez. Jumped up in the air and had his hands on it, but couldn't grab it. And he's getting bear hugged now by Bryson Bloom because he didn't get the interception. But 2:42 remaining. 2nd and 10. And the ball at their own 44-yard line. Or, I'm sorry, at the Alamogordo 44-yard line. Two receivers at the bottom and two to the top. And now timeout going to be called by, it looks like, Alamogordo. So it's timeout on the field, 2:42 remaining in this game. Tigers on the way to the victory, up by 20. You're listening to Tiger Football here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum Credit Card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. Deep pass down the middle of the field. And it'll be 3rd and 10 here for the Tiger defense. That was, I think, Bryson Bloom going step for step with Caldwell. And I'll say it again, the Tiger secondary has been really good in this game. Back to pass, Gonzalez. A little bit of pressure, rolling to his left. Now is going to pull it down. Now he's just going to throw it away, as he was pressured by Sarah Saris, who has played the spy on Gonzalez all night long. And a couple occasions, I think Gonzalez has gotten the better of him. Sarah Saris, vice versa. So it's been solid work for the Tigers defensively, not letting Gonzalez really get loose and make huge plays tonight, unlike maybe you look on the other side with Best. But the thing with Best is not many of those plays were on design pass plays. Most of those were on run plays. So it'll be 4th down and 10. Trips to the bottom, one to the top. As Gonzalez on a 4th and 10. Tigers showing blitz. Gonzalez rolls to his left. He throw it deep down the middle of the field. Nobody there. It's incomplete. Whoa, and then a couple of punches thrown by an Oregon Mountain player. Looked like it was Jones. For some reason, I don't know what was going on with him and Sarah Saris. Sarah Saris just walked away from it. And he's definitely getting a little bit from the coaching staff on the Oregon Mountain side. That's one that's probably going to lead to an ejection and a suspension. Usually when you start throwing punches, that is the case, and I think they're probably going to make sure that 23's headed to the locker room early. So the Tigers will get the ball. 2:19 to go, not quite victory formation yet. And I think the officials are still trying to check in on that, but I haven't seen Yeah, now they're showing the ejection part of it, so I think they've got to see the player leave the sidelines, I believe. Maybe not. Just means he can't come out on the field anymore, I suppose. It hasn't really felt like a testy game at any point tonight, so that was kind of odd. And then whistles. And I think that the ready whistle had not been blown by the white hat yet, so we weren't quite ready to go. And so we'll do it again. Now there is the ready whistle. 2 receivers at the bottom. Tigers going left to right, up by 20. And run to the right side, and looks like Sarah Saris fighting hard to about the 30-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. Maybe Valdez getting a carry for the first time tonight. Let's see. Nope, Bryson. So Bryson Bloom gets the carry for 11. Two receivers at the bottom, lead back off to the right. 1:40 remaining. And Best again, just the handoff and straight up the middle. And the ball goes to about the 25-yard line. And Bloom again gets the carry for the Tigers. I think obviously the concern here in the garbage time is anybody picking up an injury. With 1:10 remaining now. I think another first down for Alamogordo, and they will kneel on it. Yeah, looks like first down, and Oregon Mountain hasn't been going for any timeouts yet, so 57 seconds left. You got to think victory formation now for the Tigers. And I think that may be what Coach Sisko is signaling to his team, and that is what is coming up here for the Tigers. They will line it up and take a couple knees, and that'll be all she wrote. Really impressive victory tonight for the Tigers. Got off to a slow start. Looked to be a little sluggish, and defense came up with a big stop when they needed to, and they went down and scored, and one knee, and that's all they needed to do. So that'll be all. The Tigers get the win. Still about 20 seconds left in the game clock, but that's plenty enough for the play clock. And the Tigers get the homecoming victory. Always exciting to win your homecoming game. As Alamogordo gets the victory, 34-14 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show is coming up for y'all next. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Join us at the annual Otero County Fair and Rodeo. This is Deborah Romero from First National Bank. Our local 4-H and FFA kids have been working hard all summer. Let's go out and show our support. Enjoy all that the fair has to offer, including the exhibits, art, livestock, carnival rides, rodeo, and don't forget the food. First National Bank is a proud supporter of the Otero County Fair and the scholarships for our junior livestock program.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low interest rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. The Alamogordo Tigers are winners tonight. Final score of 34-14 over Oregon Mountain. 1-0 in district for the Tigers. And they also get to 4-1 overall on the season. It's been a great start to the year, and the Tigers keep the momentum going as they grab the victory over the Knights. Like I said, kind of a rough start for the Tigers, but they bounced back and got a score in the second quarter. The best touchdown to Arona. Yes, I'm trying to think about that for a second. He got the run later in the half, ran that in, and that's going to be a theme of tonight is him running the football. From about 11 yards out, scored the touchdown, and that made it 13-0, and that was the Tigers' lead at halftime as Alamogordo found themselves in front by 2 scores, and then got the big stop to begin the second half, and would eventually finish it off with a 13-yard touchdown pass. Ethan Putafong was on the end of that from Nate Best. That made it 20-0. The Knights would make it a 2-score game at 20-7 with a 13-yard touchdown pass from Gonzalez to Weir. That was your score at the end of 3. The Tigers, though, with 9:59 to go in the fourth quarter, would make it a 3-score lead again, 27-7. Knights would go down the field in a long drive, but only took 3 minutes off the clock, and it made it 27-14. And then they recovered an onside kick, but the very first play after that, Damian Moreno came up with his second interception of the game and picked him off at the goal line. Tigers would then get a 90-plus yard run from Nate Best, take it down inside the 5. They would score on a 1-yard Nate Best touchdown run, and that pretty much put the game away. Oregon Mountain would turn it over on downs. Tigers would run it forward and run out the clock on tonight's game. Like I said, unofficial stats, I had Nate Best down for 314 yards rushing tonight. And he threw for probably another 50. And he had 2 touchdown runs and 2 touchdown passes to go on top of that. Sarah's had the other touchdown run for the Tigers. So an incredible game for number 1. Tigers running over to ring the victory bell now, as Alamogordo wins their homecoming game. Exciting for all these seniors, but I think for all these young men getting to win your homecoming game, that's always an exciting deal. So congrats to the Tigers on the victory. They look super sharp in those gold uniforms tonight. If you weren't here to see it, well, then maybe you should be here for the next home game. I don't know if they will wear the gold again, but might have been a special thing for homecoming tonight. But the guys looked really, really good in those uniforms this evening. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to try to get some other scores for you guys from around the state of New Mexico. Thule was up at Capitan tonight. Mescalero Apache was at home against Hagerman tonight. No idea if those games are over yet, but we'll try to get some scores for y'all. But the score here at Tiger Stadium, 34-14. Alamogordo's got the victory. We'll return. You're listening to Tiger Football and the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. Tigers win by 20. Stay with us on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We are bankers that believe in you. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all on subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, the Tigers win tonight 34-14. They're 4-1. They're 1-0 in district. And you're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. Just got a score from Coach Michael Felsetti. 48-0, the final score. Tularosa defeats Capitan. Wildcats improve to 2-3 on the season. And next, we'll play Robertson coming up. Next Saturday, they will be facing off against the Cardinals. That'll be in Tularosa, their final non-district game of the season. I haven't gotten a Mescalero Apache score yet. I do not trust any of the scores that have been posted up on Max Preps tonight. There's some weird stuff going on there. Cibola beat Clovis 21-8, looks like, because Cibola is now 4-1 on the year. Volcano Vista looks like they're going to beat El Dorado. They're up 35-7. Valley and Miyamura in a good one. Miyamura up 36-35 in the fourth quarter. Robertson beat Raton 24-0. Cleveland's up on Pebble Hills 21-10 at halftime. Let's see here. Sea Valley Christian beat Gateway Christian. Game was called at halftime due to weather in A-man football. Yeah, they've been having weather delays. Like I said, we genuinely just missed the weather. Cruces in El Paso have been dealing with weather delays tonight like crazy. Like Farmington and La Cueva are going to overtime. 21-21, that was a while ago. That's genuinely a little surprising, I got to say. That district's got, I mean, if Farmington grabs a win there, that district feels like it's super wide open, to be honest. I don't know who wins. Well, wait a minute. Is Farmington in that district? I thought they were in the other district. I have to take a look at that. Anyhow, that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Like I said, not a lot of trustworthy scores, so I'm just going to hold off on that. But like I said, Tularosa got the win, 48-0 tonight. And Alamogordo, of course, winners here tonight, 34-14. Lots of stuff going on for sports tomorrow. Thule volleyball's at home against West Las Vegas. You've got Mescalero Apache volleyball at home against Alamo Navajo. And Cloudcroft football is at home tomorrow against Dulce. So you got a few games you can go out there and watch this weekend. Come on by and see our booth out at the Otero County Fair and Rodeo. We've got that going on tomorrow. If you're looking for some sports there, got the rodeo going on at 7:30 tomorrow night. So always a good time, and we're always out there. So come on by and say hello. Again, that'll do it for the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. Thanks to all of our sponsors, OFCU, Richardson Motor Company, Ryan Richardson Motor Company, the Winner's Circle, Ochoa Stucco, and First National Bank. We appreciate them so much. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, your final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's the Alamogordo Tigers 34 and the Oregon Mountain Knights 14. Tigers are 4-1, and get ready for the road game against Hobbs next Friday. We'll bring that to you here at Alamo Sports and Talk. Have a great rest of your Friday night. Stay tuned with us here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
No roadblock scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, the number to call, 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of rain. In Alamogordo, expect a low of 60. Clowncroft, a low of 44. For tomorrow, sunny skies, mostly clear tomorrow night. Alamogordo tomorrow, high of 85, low of 63. For Clowncroft on Saturday, high of 69.